do it. Did you do
Hey, what is up, everybody? Yeah, I did. What is up, everybody? We are live finally. I'm JohnnyKpicks. Alongside me, I have three amazing MMA minds. My co-host Cody from Blood Money MMA Bets. We also have Patty from Addicted to Combat, and we also have Tyler from 138 MMA. How's it going, Cody? You start off and tell me what you're excited for.
Oh, dude, I'm at pay-per-view day, so it's perfect. I feel so confident with my bets because I've got a bunch of veterans I bet on. There are no debutantes in my bets. I feel really good. Like I feel real good about my bets this week. Like last week, I woke up, I felt really good. I posted that I was going to make at least 6 units, and I got 6 units, and I feel like I'm gonna get more today. Like I feel confident. We're all gonna get paid. Everybody's getting paid up here today.
Right on, Patty. What are you most confident in today?
It's Braxton Smith fight day, baby. Let's go. Representing the meatheads, Braxton Smith getting that round to 1 submission. Kimura on Parker Porter. Let's get it. No, I'm excited for the pay-per-view, man. The more I've talked about these fights, like it didn't seem like the biggest stacked pay-per-view in the world to me, and there was a lot of cancellations that led to that. But man, I'm excited for these fights. The return of Triple C. You know, it's been a lot of time since we've seen the Olympian in the UFC. We've kind of forgotten about how great this guy is, but we're going to see if Aljamain Sterling can kind of legitimately, you know, have a title fight here for once in his career. I'm excited, man. All 12 of these fights are bangers.
Yes, sir. And Tyler, how's it going, man? What are you most looking forward to this card?
Honestly, it's a Drew Dober fight week. You can't go wrong.
Yes.
Drew, he's a local to my hometown, or not my hometown, but the city that I live in now. But yeah, can't root against him. We got a bunch of mutual friends, so I feel like him and I are kindred spirits at this point.
Love it. So yeah, I see some people jumping in here. It's all right. I mean, we're a little late, so we'll get everybody going, and we'll go through the chat real quick here. Let's see. Papa Chuck's in the house. What's up, Papa Chuck? Let's cash it. Thanks for coming out, man. Always a pleasure to see you, to see your beautiful face. And High Tech, what's up? He said, "What's up, guys? Let's get this bag. Let's do it." King Freud, what's up, man? He said, fire panel, yes, sir. And Jamie Lee, what is up? He gave a thumbs up because that is what we like to see, is thumbs up all day. So let's start this one off. Let's go through some of the weird cancellations. Santos fight got canceled. What else happened? Zalga's fight got canceled. Bryce Mitchell got canceled. So we got 12 fights. We'll start this one off. We got Joseph Holmes versus Claudio Ribeiro, and I will have Cody start this one off. Who do you like and why in bets?
Yeah, so my best bet for this fight is the under 1.5. I bet it pretty big at -120. Joseph Holmes and Claudio Ribeiro both have 100% finish rate. They both finished all their opponents. Claudio Ribeiro's finished his 10 wins, all 10 by KO, 8 of them in the first round. Joseph Holmes has 8 wins. He's got 5 first-round finishes, and his other 3 are in the second round. And I just think that these dudes are going to both – and they can both be finished, as we've seen in the UFC. So I think both these dudes are going to come out. They're going to throw some big shots. I think Joseph Holmes is going to try to wrestle, but his wrestling's terrible. Couldn't take down Jamie Pickett. So I don't think he's going to get Claudio Ribeiro down. I think Claudio Ribeiro is going to hit him with some giant calf kicks and then come upstairs with a big-ass shot. That dude's got big-ass hands, and I think he's going to knock Joseph Holmes out in the first round.
I like it. Patty, who do you like here and why?
I mean, I don't like either one of these guys. It's the common theme for this one. Like, neither of them are really that trustworthy. I would like to fade both of them going forward, but I lean Ribeiro by knockout. I think that's the most likely path for him. I just think he's too physical. I think he's too fast. He has that, like, kind of – he's not technical, but that creates that, like, unpredictability, you know, where it's just punches from weird angles. I think he will knock out Holmes here, but I'm not confident to put my money behind either of these guys. Even the Joseph Holmes by decision at plus 500, I don't think that's out of the possibility as a prop, but the guy did miss weight. So, like, there's just not anywhere you want to put your money on this fight, but give me Ribeiro by knockout as a call.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of red flags with both these guys. Tyler, who do you like and why?
Well, honestly, I'm way more confident than Patrick is. I've got Claudio Ribeiro by knockout. I got 4 units on him by knockout, so hopefully
you are confident.
I'm liking it, though.
But yeah, 4 units, Claudio Ribeiro knockout. I think it happens. Joseph Holmes he hasn't performed in the UFC. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I agree as well with you guys. I'm with Claudio here. I'm not super confident like Tyler, which I'm rooting for your bets for you, but I do think he gets the knockout as well. Just as everyone said, Holmes doesn't look very good in the UFC. I didn't like a lot of his fights other than the one where he got that first round knockout or sub. I can't remember. I think it was sub. And other than that, like he just looked really bad in all the other fights. So give me Ribeiro by knockout. I do think it's going to be in the first round. The only play I have is the under 2.5. I do think the best play, if you don't trust these guys, is the under because that's what's going to happen. I think one guy's going to get the knockout or the other guy's going to get like a sub or something like that.
Didn't Holmes also miss weight by like 4 pounds?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
That feels good when you have not only action on the first fight of the night heavy, but then also the opponent missed weight. That's
weight.
like,
yeah.
So you guys
know,
I'm
more.
riding it out the rest of the day. I'm good to go.
Yep.
It's nice. Or if like the opponent looks hurt, his ankle's all jacked up or something, makes you feel good.
Whoa. Easy.
Makes you feel
butterflies.
Makes me feel good.
That's right. All right, we'll go through the chat real quick here again. Ryan's in the house. What's up, man? Thanks for coming out, man. It's going to be a great day indeed. Broke Bets is here. What's up, man? Definitely check out Broke Bets if you haven't. They do great stuff on their YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Good breakdowns and good bets as well. Very good guys.
Good luck today.
Bunny
guys.
Hunter, our guy. What's up?
Bunny
He said,
Hunter.
Sugar Sean O'Malley, champ by the end of the year. Lock it in.
That's
If
debatable.
that pays plus 1,000, I might.
Probably should.
Johnny, root beer man. I'm
There
thinking
you
talking
go.
about Cody. Oh, there's two root beer mans,
Tyler.
right?
Yeah, well,
I'm the root beer guy.
We both
Okay.
drink them. But
He's in my comments on my video calling me root beer man all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a thing.
I remember Cody drinks root beer too.
There you go.
It's how you get the good picks, man. It's deep
Yes,
in the
sir.
root beer.
That's how you do it.
Effie from Any Action Sportscast. What's up, Effie? Definitely check out him on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. He does great breakdowns as well. Juan Camilo Rondoros came into my work today. Is that who
He's
is that
smoking.
again?
Who's the dude? Who'd he fight recently?
He made his debut.
He fought Clayton Carpenter. That kid's a badass. I think people, when they bet on Francis Marshall, they thought they was betting on Clayton Carpenter. Clayton Carpenter is a beast.
He is for sure. STLHD Slayer, what is up? Happy fight day, fellas. May the gambling gods be on your side and yours as well, Slayer. Thanks for coming out. AJ, our guy, is it the Four Horsemen? Yes, indeed.
Yep.
BC Dave, what's up, BC Dave? Both these guys suck. Going with the size advantage here. I'm going to guess that's Holmes.
Okay.
If you don't know already and you are on Tapology, he does a Tapology group. You better hurry up, Cody. Tapology group is 926.
Trying to tweet our thing out on Twitter and
tweet it out. Tweet it out.
I'm doing it right now.
But Tapology group 926. Send a request and BC Dave will get you in. There's a whole bunch of people in there, 85 people or so, and it's filled with killers. MMA Propaholic, aren't you at the freaking fights? What are you doing here?
I like it. He's ready to go. He's probably at the bar getting wasted.
That's a soldier right there, man. Everybody,
that's right. I appreciate you coming out, dude.
Putting out good breakdowns on YouTube and on Twitter. He's all over Twitter, but check out his YouTube because he's got good breakdown videos. Him and Mushroom, they're together tonight. I need to see some pictures on Twitter, guys.
There's so many cappers at that event. I'm jealous.
I know.
We should.
Well, when all three of us go, when we have to like put out pictures for Bellator,
absolutely,
that's going to be good. Dana said they're going to have one. We should go to a Madison Square Garden one or go to the one in Boston. He said it's coming up. Just drive up there, go up there for like a weekend.
Yeah, that'd be cool. With those glasses, Patty, you look like Morpheus in the Matrix. Blue pill or red pill? Good question.
The red pill for sure, man. You gotta get to the truth of things, man.
There we go.
I love it.
There we go.
That is very true. I don't know if you mean it that way too, but it's very true.
What I already forgot.
Okay. He is on the train right now, so he's just chilling. That's why he's going there.
Is there any
There you
homeless
go.
people? Isn't that like what they do there? Like
Yeah.
Get us some videos of that too.
You gonna roll some bums on your way?
That's how you do it. Jamie said, Ikram, Smith, Maria, Chaos, Dober, Jessica, Burns, Aljo, love it.
Nice.
Awesome parlay.
Nice, man.
That's probably going to be
Besides Aljo.
huge.
No Aljo.
BC Dave said, "Come to Vancouver, boys. I got tickets for you." That'd be awesome.
That's what it was. I forgot that quick that I needed to fill out my Tapology real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Go.
Let's do it.
And then all in one bet, ACCA. All righty. All right, next one. We're going to go to the next one here. It's going to be Ikram Alaskerov versus Phil Hawes. Patty, I will let you start this fantastic fight off.
I hate to repeat the theme of the last fight, but this is another one I just don't have any action on, and I don't have a strong lean on. I have a belief in Ikram Alaskerov here, just because Phil Hawes has everything you want in a fighter except for that durability. And we're gonna have a battle of two wrestlers here, right? The Russian style of Alaskerov versus the American D1 background of Phil Hawes. I mean, I've seen both guys gas out as the fight goes on, but so far I don't have a big reason to doubt Alaskerov at this point. But at the money line, I think Phil Hawes is the betting side. I just see it going differently. So give me Alaskerov to edge out a decision 2-1. But Phil Hawes could be explosive early in this fight for sure, and he could make something happen. But I think there's a timer on his ability to end the fight, whereas Alaskerov could grind this, make a slow burn, and edge out a decision. That's the way I'm going with this one.
Yes, sir. Tyler, who do you like here?
I feel pretty good about Ikram Alaskerov. He's, I mean, you don't bet against those combat sambo guys, especially at that high of a level. And Phil Hawes, it wasn't that long ago. Everybody was like, I'm never betting Phil Hawes again. He's a trash can, blah, blah, blah. Everybody hates this guy.
True.
Now all of a sudden, he's everybody's darling. You know what I mean? They're all like, he's the best underdog on the card. Nah, Phil Hawes, he's okay. Don't get me wrong. But, he's going to gas out. If he gets hit, he's going down. And I think his wrestling's going to – I think it's going to fade as the fight goes on. I think that's where Alaskerov's going to be able to take control and probably get the finish.
Right on. And Cody, who do you like here?
I like Phil Hawes, actually. I watched tape on Ikram, man. I didn't think that, it's not even based off Phil. I just didn't think Ikram was that great. He's got great wrestling, right? He's good to great wrestling. And he's got a good Kimura. He's finished 3 of his last 4 wins by Kimura. But I don't think that his wrestling is going to be better than Hawes. And I've seen him get tired, in fights too, against the what's the last dude? Not the Contender Series, but there's
Nashawn Burrell and Eagle FC.
Exactly, and that dude's nowhere, dude. Phil Hawes is good. If Phil Hawes hadn't, and it's not even like he's got a chin problem, because that's another kind of misconception, because he got kicked in the head by Julian Marquez, coming back up off the ground, and anybody was going to sleep from that. And then his only other he got knocked out by Delice, which that's going to happen. But when he got knocked out by Curtis, he got hit and hurt with a shot and wobbled, but it was really a flying knee to the ribs that put him out. Phil Hawes has great striking. He's got great wrestling. His cardio is not great, but it's not bad. He's gone 3 rounds a couple times and looked good, and he puts out a ton of output. So in my mind, I just think that he's going to be able to stop the wrestling. He's a phenomenal wrestler, and I think he's going to be able to stop the wrestling. And then I think that he's going to have better striking. So as a big underdog, I'll take Hawes, either by decision or TKO, because he could possibly hit. I mean, we've seen Ikram get knocked out by Hamzat real early, and we've seen Phil Hawes knock out Jacob Malkoon real early. So, I mean, he could knock him out, or he could out wrestle him and piece him up. But I just need to see more stand up from Ikram, and I need to see if he can beat a D1 American wrestler. So, for the big money, it was crazy. At first, it was minus 300 and plus 250 for Phil Hawes at first.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. I mean, Ikram should probably be the favorite, just undefeated, or not undefeated, but good Russian wrestler. But I'm actually high on Phil Hawes. Anytime he's got beat, I feel like he was winning the fights and then got beat, And I don't think Ikram's a knockout guy, so I don't really feel worried about that. And if it's just a grappling match, I don't feel like anybody's ever went in there with the game plan we're going to beat Phil Hawes by out grappling him. So
I agree with that, man. Especially the striking points you brought up, because if this does cancel itself out, the wrestling cancel itself and stay standing, I think Phil Hawes has more volume and better striking by far. Yeah. So that will be a problem.
It's hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this was one of the fights where I had no idea who to pick, and I just ended up picking because, Ikram hasn't burned me yet. So I ended up picking him. Both guys have a lot of question marks. The only thing that scares me with Phil is his chin, and I know Ikram's not the greatest striker, but he does have some power in his hands if he lands. He's a really good wrestler, like we said, and we all went through all this stuff again. But I'm just going to go with Ikram. I'm not confident whatsoever. And I just think, Phil Hawes is good, but man, he just seems to let you down in some of his fights where you think he should be better, and then he's winning until he loses, like Cody said. So I think it might happen the same way. He might look good early on, and then, he might slip on a banana peel or something and then lose in the late rounds. So I just can't trust either guy. But give me Ikram. I think he's gonna maybe get like I don't know, maybe decision. I'll say I don't have any bets on this fight whatsoever, though. Let's see what we got. Propaholic said he's gonna give the homeless people his bets so he can get himself some food.
Feeding Newark, feeding New Jersey tonight. Okay.
You could give a man a fish, you could feed him for a day, or you could teach him to fish, feed him for life.
I want to let you know, Propaholic, usually when you give homeless people money, they do not buy food. Just want to throw that out.
He's giving them the bets. He's going to be like, hey, you want food? Yeah, here's a plus 300 tip on a fight.
Yeah.
He goes,
they have their phone.
Go sell
that
phone
to put in a bet real quick
on the subway and put it all on Phil Hawes money line. Let's go.
Freaking Bedoya first round KO prop.
Yeah. Jamie said, what's the biggest upset, lads?
For tonight?
The biggest upset.
I think either Hawes.
Diego Lopez would be the biggest upset if there
was.
It would be.
Sure.
I don't think it's going to happen.
More than that, probably the Bedoya, because everybody's got Chaos Williams.
Dude, we're gonna get to. There's no way that guy can win. There's fucking no way. I've thought of every single thing that possibly
put Chaos in the face and win. You can put
you're throwing Gracie.
I Kron or Hawes for me, or because yeah.
There's a lot of decent underdogs you can back this card.
Yeah.
I don't even the biggest.
Yeah, Braxton Smith, but Verna, but a lot of people's on her. It'd definitely be Bedoya. If Bedoya wins, the casinos are rich.
Yeah, because dude, how many of us have Chaos Williams money lines that we didn't intend to be a money line?
I got a whole bunch. I got a whole bunch.
Cody has way too much, but I'm confident he wins this one. AJ said, I'm in New York. I only ever been to the Long Island card last summer. MSG Barclays, crazy expensive. Okay. I'm sure it's crazy expensive for sure.
Even that Charlotte one, I was trying to look for tickets since my Vegas trip got canceled, but that shit's expensive there. And it's
really,
I just can't do it.
That's such a good card too. That card is amazing next week.
Are you being sarcastic?
Yeah, that's sarcasm. It has to
No,
be.
it's not.
That's a great card.
What are you talking about?
That's a good card.
Next week's card is
I don't know, man. I can't tell those glasses. I can't look at your eyes, man. Whether you're
let me read it off here. You got Rosenstrike, Gelatin, you got Smith Walker, you got
take off your glasses. Let me see it in your eyes.
It's an amazing card next week.
I don't believe you.
I don't know, man.
Jesus.
AJ likes the over 2.5 in this one. Donnie says 138 MMA might be the best analyst-based channel for picks. Very good. That's why do you think? Why do you think he's on here? Come on, that's why we got him.
There we go.
Phil Hawes money line, dog or pass. I agree with that. If you're gonna bet, just bet the underdog and hope for the best. I might add these guys are good. I don't watch enough anymore to be able to pick like these guys. Yeah, we're degenerates.
Watch too much.
Yep. Nice call, Cody. One trick pony won't beat Hawes. There you go.
That's my boy Dave. He knows the time it is.
Oh yeah, Hawes' knee did pop out before he got knocked out by Delete. That's another thing I was kind of worried about, which is why I picked Ikram. I forgot to say that. Because he got brutally knocked out by Roman, and he got his knee effed up too. So
Delete saying he was like unscrewing a jar of pickles, just unscrewed all the ligaments in Hawes' knee.
For Ikram backers too, he looked a little bigger than Hawes at the face-offs. They're supposed to be like the same
and
size.
Hawes is big too.
Yeah, he looked a little taller.
Giant.
But the difference is that Hawes is like that explosive muscle, dude, that he's gonna need. He's gonna stop them takedowns. Like I said, the one time I bet a fight on the Contender Series because I don't have time to do no tape study on that. So I just did what everybody does, just personal bet, and just picked a couple big favorites, right? So I picked this one Russian dude, and then he did an interview. He was 13-0, and he did an interview with Lorosenko. And Lorosenko was like, have you ever fought? Because the Russian dude was like, not all that cut up. He's just like a regular body. And the girl's like, Lorosenko's like, have you ever fought anybody that's built like this and this athletic and all that? And the guy's basically like, no, not really, but I'll beat him. And the guy that I bet against was Jourdain Almeida. And he came out and roughed that Russian dude up because they're not fighting big explosive dudes like this. I feel like over there in Russia on their scene. So
true.
I think Phil Hawes is going to have the explosion, the strength, and the wrestling to keep it standing.
Well, Cody, next time the Contender Series rolls around, check out my channel. I'll have all the breakdowns for you, brother. I got you.
That's what I have to do, man.
Definitely will. Definitely will.
Would you have picked Almeida? Did you pick Almeida?
I did pick Almeida. Yeah, actually cashed on that. He was an underdog.
Yeah, he's big underdog, like plus 300, 250. Yeah.
I also had
it was that guy with the same name twice, wasn't it? Like Nasruddinov.
There you go. That motherfucker. That guy. That buddy.
That guy. John's in the house. What's up, John? He said the A team is here. Appreciate you coming out, John. Definitely check him out on Twitter. He does post his bets and stuff too as well. So he's really good at that.
Yep.
BC Dave says thanks for plugging the Tapology group 926. So if you just joined and you're in Tapology, if you want to join a good group of guys, and we do our picks every week, 926, and he'll request and then he will accept. Pause in that chin. Diego by submission, which would be insane. Bedoya didn't shake the boss's hand. I'm gonna say this wrong, probably. Maish Hanif. Sorry if it's wrong.
I wouldn't shake Dana White's hand either if you give me Chaos Williams as my debut fight, and I didn't even do the Contender Series or nothing. I'm on the Peruvian regional scene, and you give me the number like 21 ranked guy in the world that. Yeah, I wouldn't shake his hand either.
Cody, we're not even at that fight yet. So I'm watching UFC tonight. Eric, our guy, is here. What's up, Eric? So let's go. And VAR or VAR. Oi, what's good, brothers? What's good, man? Thanks for coming out. Appreciate that. All right, we'll move on up to the next one here. I'm going to be careful when I say this. Parker Porter versus Braxton Smith. Tyler, start this one off.
Okay, so originally I was picking Braxton Smith, and I still have a bet on Braxton Smith to win by knockout in the first round. But I also have a bet on Parker Porter to win by decision, which is crazy, but it's like plus 700. And I think that Braxton Smith's going to lay there tired as shit, and like Parker Porter's going to be on top of him and holding him down in the most boring heavyweight match ever if he doesn't get knocked out in the first round. So my official pick is going to be Parker Porter by decision, but I also have a bet on both sides in this one.
Nice. I mean, we've seen a very low-level heavyweight fight end like that just recently. So
lots of them.
Cody, who do you like here?
I don't like either of these guys. To be honest, as like a bet, I didn't bet this fight at all. Probably the under, I guess. But I'm picking Braxton Smith just because I don't really know. I just feel like his style is the kind that gets Parker Porter. But I'm definitely not betting on Porter again after what I've seen against Tafa. Then you go back and watch some more tape, and I don't understand how the hell I bet Parker Porter against Tafa after watching Parker Porter versus Alan Bedoya. Doesn't make any sense in he couldn't even beat Bedoya, and it was like 1-1 going into the third, dude. Yeah, I don't think Parker Porter's that good. He just got knocked out a couple months ago. Give me Braxton Smith first round KO.
Right on, Patty.
It is Braxton Smith fight day, baby. I'm excited for this guy to come in here. It's just like just a testament to where the UFC heavyweights are at when they're like the 15 to 30 unranked guys. It's like the guy like Braxton doesn't really seem to be that out of place at this point, dude. Just a big jacked up dude, 5'11". Just I think he cut down to like 270 to make his second professional debut. The first one was that mythical bout years ago against Chase Sherman that nobody can show me footage of. I stalked the internet. I stalked everybody in like Chase Sherman's family to try to find that fight, and all I saw was his cousin. His cousin was at the fight and posted that he won by ground and pound, Chase Sherman. So that's all I saw. I could not find the fight. I found the fight poster. That was the closest I got to it. So if anybody has that fight, I want to see it. But Braxton Smith, dude, he could just bonk this guy in the head in round one. Or I think Tyler's pick is very live. Parker Porter is not a great finisher. Mm-hmm. Even guys that are dead tired like Josh Parisian, Chase Sherman, Alan Bedoya, the guys, he's taking them to decision. And Braxton Smith isn't like an unathletic guy. He was a running back in football. He might not just die in there after 2 minutes. He might actually like linger or just not do anything. And it could be that slow-paced fight that Tyler said. So I could see both of those playing out. Either the round one knockout for Braxton, which I've got in a round robin, like a long shot one, or that Porter by decision I could see happening as well.
Yeah. Yeah, this is another one where
Braxton's going to punch him in the face and knock him out. So
probably.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah, this is another one.
Parker Porter, that's for sure.
No, what was he? 38 years old now. Like, there's just no way. Even if he was okay, and he's barely, if that okay. But yeah, this is another one where it's kind of weird, and I don't know. It's either going to be like a Smith knockout early or maybe a Porter finish in the second or third round. That's what I'm thinking. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Porter to win this one. Not confident. I do have a bet on this one because I swear 4 of my bets were ruined by all these cancellations. So the only play that I have here is the fight to end by knockout. It could be by either guy. So I put that in a parlay. Other than that, like this fight's just sketchy and it's just gonna be fun. I mean, I like the Porter by decision though. I think that's a good play for what is it plus 700? You said, Tyler?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like plus 500 or plus 700 depending on the book.
Okay, I mean that's a very like I could see that happening actually. So that's a very good play too. Let's see what we get where we're at here. Shady, what's up, Shady? You said I came for the gun show. There it is. Look at that. And then Shady said 138 looks like powder.
It's the lighting.
It's the lighting.
It is bright.
Lighting. He's actually blacker than Braxton Smith. It's just
that's right.
He has like 900 lights on him. So
actually, I have no lights on in here.
Good sunlight. Yep, good sunlight, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this guy, Saba, who I haven't seen in ages on our live streams. What's up, Saba? He said, "I know I'm shining Patty." Or I know I'm shining Patty. I know what's up, y'all. Shading? Oh, well, whatever.
I know.
What's up, Saba? Thanks for coming out.
What's up, Saba?
Brooke Beth said if Parker Porter gets KO'd, he must be split roasted. Oh gosh.
By who?
I don't know. It's funny. Shady. I wish Patty Zumagulov was fighting. Me too. That's one of my bets that I was very confident in, especially after the Patty haircut. Mayor Robs, what's up? Mayor Robs always coming out. Thank you. Appreciate it. What's up, guys? Thanks for coming out again.
He did. His belly was gone.
Looked good at the weigh-ins. He does look a little cut. He's trimmed down a bit.
He wasn't cut. He was just his shit wasn't like flopping around like crazy.
Leaned down a bit. He's leaning out.
I've done that fat guy maneuver before. You suck the gut in.
Maybe
you got to sell in 5 minutes, and then you got
to. And it goes, but that's because he looked like he didn't have the gut. That is true.
Yeah. Braxton has 2 win in the first round, if not Jesus, everyone. Porter will take the W.
What up, Eric?
Porter could feed a whole Hawaiian luau. Jesus. He was just
oh my god.
That's good stuff. That's good. Oh.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard, dude.
It's pretty good. Smith looked jacked at the weigh-ins. Yeah, he looked pretty sick.
Yeah.
I took the under 1.5 here. Someone's getting cracked. I mean, if someone's getting cracked, it's probably going to be Porter getting cracked because
it's weird. I just think my read when I wrote down when I did my tape, I like the over 1.5 at plus 130 for some reason, but I just felt like that Parker Porter was most likely probably going to win, even though I want to see the other dude. But I think it'd be about like a lot of cage control and shit and like running the clock down. So like, yeah, I was actually kind of looking at that, and then I go, I'm not going to bet this fight at all. Period.
Yeah, Effie brought up a good point. Porter's last 4 losses, all in the first round knockouts, is wild. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the style that gets him, dude. This is usually the style that catches Parker.
Derek's in the house. What's up, Derek? Definitely check out Derek on Instagram. He does great picks as well. He has a fight algorithm with finishing fight algorithm. He does very good on that as well. So definitely check him out and follow him because he puts out his stuff every week as well.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out, man. He needs money for rent, so you got to give him some good stuff.
Definitely. I'm with you.
Moy's Auto, what's up? I said, order, drop the salad. Definitely check Moy's out on Twitter. I know he's on Twitter. He does funny stuff.
Yes, he is. He likes Lock of the Night.
Yes, he loves them. He loves them.
Loves Lock of the Night.
I'm all for those posts. I love.
I do.
Dude, Moyes is a savage, bro. Moyes is a savage.
Only the people that need the savage stuff done to him, though. So other than that, cool dude. Good stuff.
John, as always, thanks for the dono again. I appreciate it, man.
John's the man.
Feed a luau. John is the man. Definitely follow him on Twitter if you haven't. He's a good dude.
Broke bets.
He always gives out his baseball bets as well. Luau.
Parker Porter. He's gonna find broke bets.
That took me out.
Donnie said, "Watch Braxton wrestle to a decision."
That would be ridiculous.
That'd be fun.
Dude, that's what I said. I said he's gonna go Khabib style.
Crazy.
And Moy says, "Me and Locke were lovers."
Ooh, that's hot.
That's why he's so mad. Scorned lover.
And Braxton gets winded standing up from the stool.
Dude, Braxton said that he could run a 4.4 40-yard dash and dunk a basketball.
No.
Did you hear what else he said though?
Way.
No
way.
That's what he
There
said.
is no way. No.
Bro,
He could.
my boy Braxton a liar?
Dude,
yes.
Braxton Miller's.
I could beat him in a race. I know I can beat him in a race. I know it.
Dude, if he shows up to Bellator, where you guys are racing in the parking lot,
let's do it.
He said
there's one thing I will say. I am quick and I'm fast. That's the only thing I have for me.
Dude, Braxton, he was like a football player for a long time, wasn't he, or something?
He was a running back.
yeah.
That's why he stopped MMA after like that Chase Sherman fight. He went back, was playing football wherever. But I seen the thing and it said it was after the last Ja'Cory Savage fight. He gets on the mic and says that they were like, what's your plans for now? And this, he's like, I plan on getting on a team and start training with a team. Like he wasn't even he was training like by himself when he not, and they said it was the most recent one, but he's fought the dude twice. So it could have been his first fight back after like 7 years off. He fought Ja'Cory Savage the first time, I'm pretty sure. So maybe it was after the first fight, but they said it was after the recent one. It's like, dude, he wasn't even on a team, and it's going to be hard to come in and beat an experienced guy like Parker. I'm not even going to say his name. Porter. After fucking, you just started training. So yeah, it's tough. It's too many P's in this thing, man.
Dude, right?
A lot of P's.
I literally have to
rhymes.
focus my brain to not say that. Ugh. All right, we'll move on up to the next one here. It's going to be a very good fight. Marina Rodriguez versus Verna Jandiroba. I will start this one off. Man, I really like Rodriguez. I'm weirdly confident she wins. She's going to be the way better striker. I don't get the Verna love. Maybe because she beat Angela Hill recently and she just out-grappled her all fight. And this isn't going to happen like that. I can guarantee that. Marina has fought better grapplers than Verna and beat them. So give me Marina to win this one. I think she may lose the first round. But I think in the second and third round, when Verna starts slowing down, you're going to see Marina start piecing her up on the feet and maybe even get a third round knockout. I'm really thinking about throwing like maybe $5 or $10 on that. That's like plus 2,000. It might hit. I know she's not the greatest knockout artist, but Verna slows down and she's very hittable later in the fight. So give me Rodriguez. I'll say by decision. Might throw a little bit on that third round knockout though. Patty, who do you like here?
Yeah, this is my first money line bet of the card. I got Marina Rodriguez 2 units on her at minus 125, and I'm looking right now. She's closing around minus 120 on BetOnline. That's crazy. This line has gone from like minus 170 on Marina all the way down to minus 120. It went back up to minus 140. Like people are all over the place with this fight, and I don't really see why. Like I certainly can see. I can see Verna's path. Like if she gets a hold of her in the clinch, dives on a limb, drags it to the mat, she can stalemate that position, and you have to defend it. Got to defend submission attempts for the rest of the round. I'm just hoping that doesn't happen within the first half of each round, and then Marina's going to be so far better on the feet. I think she can piece her up at range, and she's prepared for this type of opponent before. Amanda Hebos, Mackenzie Dern beat them both. Both those girls beat Verna. I'm not getting into like MMA math, but at least she's prepared for this type of opponent, whereas Verna has mostly been fighting grapplers in the UFC. So, give me Marina Rodriguez here pretty confidently too. As confident as you can be for a 36-year-old. I think the money line is good.
Yep. Yeah, I forgot to say too. I do have a money line or her in a parlay too. I think I'm pretty confident she wins this one. Okay. Tyler, who do you like here?
So I left this one off my slip, but I'm leaning for Rodriguez to probably get the win. However, I'm rooting for Rob Schneider because if you're a woman that looks like Rob Schneider, like, man, what else do you have going for you? You gotta get some wins. That poor lady.
Making copies.
I'm rooting for her, but Marina's probably gonna win.
Oh man, that's good stuff. I forgot about that.
You can do it.
You can do it. Cody, who do you like here?
Yeah, you know what's weird? What's really weird is and everybody says it, and then I guess even people kind of get mad if you say it, but everybody always says MMA math don't work, but I actually think it does a lot of the times. Like if you like this person beat this person, and if you can look at what happened in that fight, like especially when you're comparing two of the same type of fighters, like MMA math usually works because like Hebos is better than freaking is better than Jandiroba. She already beat her. She's got better wrestling than Jandiroba. Her jiu-jitsu is good, and she's got better striking. So like the MMA math adds up in this like situation, in my opinion. Like other stuff like MMA math might not add up if it's a one-shot knockout. They got knocked out early in the first, and you didn't get to see anything, but you get to see in this fight. And another thing I liked, Rodriguez looked really good. At face-offs and weigh-ins, she looked in really good shape. I was watching her she might come in tonight, but it was just weird. Like in her last fight, like her belly button was bigger and like she's 36, so she didn't look as good a shape, but she's in good shape this time. I mean, Verna's 34, but I think Rodriguez tough first round. Verna comes out and goes really hard in that first round for takedowns and submissions, and she probably will get a takedown like she did with Hebos. Hebos had to survive the whole first round. And then in the second round, by then, Verna slowed down. Her takedowns were terrible, and her striking's even worse. But I think Marina, like I said, she's trained for this type of opponent. She's beaten better girls than Verna with the exact same kind of style, in my opinion. So give me Rodriguez. I'm going to take her by decision because I don't think she like with this type of opponent, it's hard for a girl like Marina to go for the finish because it's hard to just like really take off, throw a ton of punches when you're always constantly worried about getting taken down. So even if she's beating up Verna in the third, Verna's still going to be trying to latch onto her and do other stuff. So it's hard to go for broke against because you overswing, you overkick, you overdo whatever, and now you're on the ground. So give me Rodriguez by decision. And I like
right on. There we go. Let's see. Bunny Hunter said Marina keeps it on the feet for most part and gets the W. She has something to prove after getting KO'd by Lemos. The line reminds me of Arosa fight last week, but it'll be a different outcome. I agree too. Like I didn't get the Arosa line either. I stayed away, but yeah.
I think he's just saying how it dropped, how Arosa was minus 300 and then down to basically this, and it would just kept hovering like around 150.
Exactly.
Marina Rosa was going to come back, though. That's the problem. Is Rosa was going to come back. He was just getting started.
I agree.
That's how
they did my boy dirty.
They did. That's how he gets going. He was fine. He literally versus Landwehr, Jourdain, and Woodson. He got dropped in the first round against all them dudes and came back and beat them all.
What he does.
I think that's
just a side note.
That happens a lot. The ref knows that, and he's going to stop it because he doesn't want him.
Who was the ref in there?
That was that idiot Chris Taglioni. Get rid of that guy. Fire him. Guy's
get
trash.
him out of there.
There's one more. There's another ref they need to get rid of before him. I will say that. Mark Smith, that mother effer, dude. He is the worst. Mark Smith is the worst. He's either too early or he's way too late, and he has bets on the overs a lot. Well, Jason does too.
I like him.
I like Jason better because it works out in my favor. Herb Dean doesn't know what's going on too.
Herzog's the best ref. I don't care.
I like her. I fuck with Herzog.
No, I do. I like Jason the best, but I'm going to say he does have some over bets, and I'm okay with it because we are on the same page with those.
We need a big John McCarthy, man. We need McCarthy back. I like Murgliata too, but I haven't seen him around. Goddard's all right.
Goddard's terrible. Are you kidding me?
Maybe not Goddard.
Goddard?
He's okay.
Goddard's fair.
Is he?
Mark Smith is the worst for me, though. I can't do it.
Goddard just doesn't call anything. You could just grab the cage. Yeah, you could straight up just lock your fingers in that thing. He ain't going.
I think Herzog might be the best ref right now because Herb Dean was the gold standard.
I think he is.
I think Herzog's the man.
Yeah, Herzog's the best. He's the most consistent for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Brookbat said incoming Verna eye jokes. We're not going to go there. How about that?
No, this is a professional show.
We're going to go there.
As far as I'll go with the Rob Schneider joke.
Rob Schneider, that's it. Marina going to beat Verna to a pulp. I agree. Verna has the best peripheral vision, though.
Oh, wait. Speaking of vision and Mark Smith, Mark Smith is like he's the Air Force guy and he's a pilot.
Delta Airlines.
Yeah, I was thinking of that when you're like he's either too early or too late. I'm like, yeah, he's a pilot.
Well, I know he has 20/20 vision though.
He's probably flying my plane that got canceled last week. Fucker.
Yeah. Verna has 360 vision of a turkey.
Yeah,
and the hair of Gilbert Burns.
It's got the Matrix.
1.5 units on Emrod, but not as confident as many seem to be. I'm confident. You should be confident too, Pink. Don't worry about it. You got this.
It's going to be tough. I'm confident, but I know it's going to be greasy.
Summer.
Like it's going to be that first round, especially, and then the beginning of the second. Because if she gets that takedown in the first round, controls, and then comes out in the second and lands one, you're going to be like, "Fuck!" But we just
ain't gonna happen.
We don't need that. Yeah.
Nope. Anthony said MMA math does count as a factor in my opinion. Stats going to come from somewhere. Yep, I agree.
Yeah, and
GM3
like,
bit. Good.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, you're good. It's just like I said, the styles. Like sometimes you can't use it where you're like, this striker beat up this wrestler, and now this wrestler is fighting this wrestler and stuff like that. But I just think that this kind of match.
Yeah, this is an anomaly though. GM3 beat Bruno Silva, and then GM3 lost to JL.
Yeah, I was at the JL's fight. That was his second fight. He was 19.
How the
To be
fuck
fair,
did he beat him?
GM3 got that one back.
It was like a
Better,
it was either a guillotine or a.
What if you lost to him twice and now he's just whooping dudes in the UFC? Yeah.
Yeah, he was 19. It was his second fight at the time. He had just gone pro. I was there.
That's funny.
That's
Rodriguez's decision got to be the play here. Stats say she'll piece her up on the feet. Yeah, I agree as well. That's probably the play. Verna looks just like Adriano Moraes.
Shout out to the GOAT,
a little bit.
Demetrius last night, dude.
Yeah,
beast.
Parsa Mohan, what's up? Is it yes?
What's
Fire
up?
John Anik too.
Oh,
okay.
Whoa.
Oh,
that's
hot take.
Parsa's cleaning house.
Coming in hot. Coming in.
Come on.
Get Rogan the fuck out of
Who
there
else is going to
too.
keep us up on child custody battles?
Yeah, right. He's got all the information. Mark Goddard. Okay.
Yeah,
All
Goddard
AJ
sucks.
doesn't like.
Real hate for
Yeah.
Goddard.
And the other guy who's always
Goddard
interviews the fighters, the bald guy.
Joe Rogan?
Interview.
DC?
All
right. Now
DC?
I'm
I was getting a
Parsa's
timeout.
cleaning
I was
house.
getting a
He's like-
timeout.
he's
5
like,
minutes.
Everybody. You got the
you
bald
ain't talking
guys
about the
and
Rogan.
John Anik. They're all three bald.
Oh, here
They're
we
all
go.
three bald.
This dude is he's trolling. He is
I like it.
trolling. He's
You know what?
trolling
You can
out
always
there.
come at our live streams, man. I love it.
Shit, wait till you see
Oh,
the next.
Who's the
Mike Beltran?
Oh yeah, I like
Beltran.
Mike Beltran. I know he's had something happened to him where he's in the hospital. I don't know exactly.
Yeah, I like Beltran.
Hopefully he comes back.
Beltran's not bad.
Yeah, he had like the thing that Brock
This
Lesnar
guy.
had. This guy.
Oh, he had
This
diver
guy.
This guy,
tickets.
hot take.
Yeah, I think
McDaniel
it's
should be
something like
UFC
that.
president, undefeated, undisputed. I love it. I love this guy.
He should
I'm
run
sure,
a UFC
I'm sure
and
negotiations would
one.
go smoothly.
He should be the president of UFC and one.
Yeah, right.
One FC.
Sergeant First Class. I hope I'm saying this right. Bites. I don't know. Sorry. Swinging through, showing love to my Beats. Yeah.
I know
Swinging through, showing love to my
I
homies.
just
Thanks for
like
coming
that.
out, man. Always appreciate it. Good luck on your bets as well. You always do good in your parlays. Boys, Lauren won Cage Warriors 135 title. That sounds familiar.
Nice.
What's it? I don't. I'll have to look
Laughrin?
up that one.
Laughrin.
Okay. Man, that name sounds familiar. I have to look and see who that is. I think I know who that is. I don't watch Cage
Are you
Warriors.
thinking
too
about the
much.
Bellator guy?
Laughlin.
Yeah,
Brandon
maybe
Laughlin.
I am thinking of the Bellator guy. But it's Cage Warriors, so he's not in Cage Warriors.
Sounds
He's
like
in
they're
Bellator.
saying that with like a
Might be his brother or something. I don't know.
Laughlin.
Anyways, I hope for another win for Aljamain. He's the GOAT.
Oof.
Man, you are on fire.
Trolling for sure.
Well, he's
I'm
got to get
hoping
a
for an Aljo win as well.
he's got to get a legit win before he gets another win first, though, man.
Look at that.
Come on.
Arsa spitting the truth.
One arm
bit.
guys.
Michael, I'm so bad with names. Destroys John custody battle.
Bring in freaking
We'll move
what's
on
my
up.
one dude? What's my dude from Pride? We got Murillo, but what's the dude even before that? And I'm friends with him on Facebook. The dude with
can't
Boz, him
remember.
and Boz. Steven something.
Patty, you know?
Him on Facebook.
I'm drawing a
He's-
blank.
You're friends with the guy?
No. Well, on Facebook, but the dude that used to announce with Boz Rutan in Pride.
Oh, the announcer? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
I liked him, dude. I'll find
All right,
out.
I'm gonna go up to the next one,
What's the
Cody,
good
but I'm
one?
gonna start this one off for you because this is the one that you're like super crazy about. Chaos Williams versus Rolando Bedoya.
Oh,
Cody, I'm gonna let you do it because you got 6 units on this boy.
Six. I got about 9.5. I got 6.3 just regular because I had him in 2 parlays that got canceled. I'm not sweating it. This is the easiest fight ever. Like, dude, usually there's something, some type of path to victory for the other people. Wrestling, grappler versus strike, something. But dude, like, this dude has no chance. He doesn't hit hard enough to hurt Chaos. Chaos has been in there with Semmelsberger, freaking Pereira, people that, like, even Randy Brown hits pretty hard. Like, people that hit way harder than this kid. So he's not hurting him. Okay. He's not gonna take him down. He's not going to I don't see, there's not one place I can see him beating Chaos. And not only that, but like Chaos is so damn durable that I don't even think this kid has a chance for a lucky knockout, right? And then he's not taking him down and subbing him, and he's not beating him by decision. He's going to go out there, and he's a volume kid on the Peruvian scene, and he's going to start throwing volume, and then Chaos is going to hit him with one big shot, and he's going to realize he ain't in Peru no more when he wakes up with Jourdain or whoever in his bedroom, wondering why he's there after he got hit 3 more times because Jourdain's late to the show. You know, he gets 3 hammer fists before. So, dude, he's I don't see any way this kid wins. Not one way. If somebody can give me a way that Bedoya wins, that's legit. I don't want none of this Ngannou president stuff. Give me a legit way.
Can I say slip on the banana peel? Is that legit or no?
Yes.
I mean, like, what even banana peel could Chaos slip on? A knee going out. That's the only way. We're going to knock
no, like a legit banana peel.
Like fucking propaholic throws it in there. That fucking mushrooms getting done with his big ass lunch. Fucking Bowser's in, hits him with the fucking Mario Kart shit. Better not. If that happens now, no, not even that. I think Chaos.
Don't even wish it.
And fucking gets back into his fucking Detroit meanness and puts them paws on this kid. Who the hell? This fight don't even make sense. This fight don't even make sense.
I love it. Patty, who do you like here?
Yeah, I had the typical square parlay of Evloev and Chaos Williams, which I was pretty confident in, but you know, both of those kind of got screwed up. We got Chaos Williams now 2 units on the money line at minus 315. Put an extra unit when the parlay got canceled on Chaos inside the distance at minus 135. I think I'm not far off from what Cody said. Like, Bedoya was going to be the teammate of Daniel Santos, who was on the first fight of the night. So he's from a shoot to box team down there, the Diego Lima team. He fights like a clunky version of Daniel Santos, really, like, not very good head movement, gets hit a lot. You know it's bad when we know that the guy's durable and he hasn't even made his UFC debut yet. Like, you shouldn't know that a guy's tough until he's fighting like ranked competition. So that's a problem. I've seen him almost get knocked out many times before, even though his record is stellar. Like, he's almost gotten knocked out on the regional scene. So, man, if the only way I could see Chaos Williams losing is, besides the banana peel, if Chaos Williams somehow comes back in here and starts like headhunting really heavy and somehow keeps falling up like behind on the scorecards with strike counts, maybe. But that's you know, I think Chaos Williams is the technical striking. Whenever he sees like a leg kick or like somebody load up for a big movement, he's already in your face beating you to the punch. So I think he should have the output. I think he'll finish this fight within 2 rounds.
Right on. Tyler, who do you like here?
I mean, obviously Chaos Williams. He's probably getting the win. Like you guys said, the only possibility is slipping on a banana peel. This fight needs Mario Yamasaki, though, for the sake of the fans. You know, we want to see what would happen. But no, Chaos Williams probably knock him out.
Yeah, Mario Yamasaki would just leave, like, there'd just be a puddle where Bedoya used to be, and then eventually he would just like make it be a decision for Chaos Williams.
Just like Chaos. Brain matter on the mat. Doesn't
hit
matter.
Him one more time, make sure he's dead. Shit.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with all you guys. Like, there's just no way Chaos loses this fight. And the funny thing about it, I think you said this, Cody. Like, this isn't like a late replacement. Bedoya's not. This fight was actually made, and I don't know why. Like, why was this fight made? To give Chaos an easy win? Because literally that's what's gonna happen here, I think. And Chaos should get a knockout. I think it's gonna be first round. I have him in a parlay. I got some fun bets with him too as well. Untracked. Excellent. So, I mean, this is one of the no-brainers.
KO or something. You got any of them in there?
Not first round. I just have KO. I know the KO is like minus 125, minus 135 range.
First round.
First round,
like plus 120 or something. It wasn't very good.
Okay. So it's not. I'd rather just to be safe if it's a second round. I know you can do like Chaos in rounds 1 and 2. I think it's plus 100.
I have that in that. I actually have that in a round robin. I've got Chaos 1 and 2. What is that even? That was actually even money. Yeah, that was
Chaos plus 100. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where I think it hits like a knockout prop. That's pretty easy here.
I think matchmakers just like looked at his record and was like, "Oh yeah, that'd be good. 14-1 against 13-3 sounds great."
He must be good. He must be good.
Didn't watch any tape. He's got a good, good record.
Yeah, he's got a good team behind him at least. But I think he's one of the lesser tier guys from that team.
Yeah.
Yep.
Agreed.
For sure. Yeah.
Our guy Parsa said we need Ariel and Dana in a slap fight that brings in the pay-per-view. Yeah, I'll watch that.
I'd watch that.
I'll watch Dana knock him out. That's what I watch.
Our guy Moy said Bedoya looks like Melina's boyfriend.
Jeez. Coming in hot, boys.
Anthony said kid's gonna get hurt. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Our guy MPTV, what's up, man? He said Bedoya on that 14-fight win streak.
Close to it.
More.
Not if he was fighting chaos schedule.
It's like a 10 fight or something, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, he's 14-1, right?
If he was fighting chaos schedule, he'd be like 6-9.
Yeah.
Like that.
Ice Viking, what's up, Ice Viking? Patty looks like a sniper who just landed 10 kill shots and still has no emotion.
I've got emotion. I'm happy about it. I feel good.
BC Dave, Rolando short notice loss sucks, but getting knocked out by chaos is worth the 3-fight UFC contract. That's true.
It sure is.
You gotta get in the UFC somehow.
I mean, like, if you're a confident pro fighter and you come in and you're like, I can jump the line of like 25 people on the roster and go to Chaos Williams. Like, what's the worst that's gonna happen?
He's like, I'll take a beating so I can maybe get an easy matchup in my second fight.
You look different when the fight's over.
To be honest, I'd fight Chaos Williams for that money, so whatever. Even if it's 12K, I'll go get knocked out. I don't care.
Just to get in.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true. Parsons said 7 canceled fights.
He'd be like, subscribe to 138 MMA and then just get knocked out. quick promo.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Yep.
Chaos like fuck that channel. He's mean as shit. Because Chaos is about to do when he stares people down coming in. It's hilarious. I love his style, dude.
He don't care, man. He goes straight in.
It was that one fight during the pandemic when he fought Michel Pereira at the end of 2020. He watched him foaming at the mouth from the entrance,
dancing and shit. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, he had to stare him down for like 15 minutes. He was already committed, and it took Pereira like 10 cartwheels to get to the cage.
Yep.
Backflips and everything. UFC's handing out contracts like candy. Yeah, they got to produce all these canceled fights, man. I mean, they got to do something.
45 events a year.
It's freaking crazy, dude. Only thing that could be worrisome would be the leg kicks from Bedoya. With that being said, Chaos by KO. Even that, like, Chaos don't care. He'll just fucking crack
every time he sees somebody fire a leg kick or attempt to, he's already in your face.
Yeah,
right, straight down the middle every time.
See, like,
he's really good at that too.
Yeah, the thing is Chaos beat Miguel Baeza, who's way better than this kid. Like, and Miguel Baeza throws power leg kicks. He was crushing. He was probably beating Chaos, maybe, because I bet Chaos. Then Chaos knocked him out in the third off one of them leg kicks.
Dude, I was on Miguel Baeza because I like that kid a lot. I saw so much potential in him. What happened?
Just knew his chin. I'm like, I know if this kid like that was his problem, and I was like, dude, against Chaos, he's gonna touch him at some point. It took way longer than I thought, but he finally got him. But Miguel Baeza is so good. It sucks he's not even in the UFC anymore because that kid was
Did he get cut?
Talented. Yeah, I think he lost like 3 or 4 in a row by KO, dude. But he was talented. He just get caught.
He kept getting hit in the chin.
It was all knockout punches. Though. It was like Chaos,
like strong. Yep, by strong strikers too. Like it's not like they didn't work him up at all. They threw him to the wolves.
Came back and beat him. I bet Ponzi against him, and he beat up Ponzi's leg for a round and a half. Then he slowed way down. That was his problem too. Is he'd slow down, and then Ponzi took back over. Ended up winning.
He was super young though. He was like 26 or
something.
You
think Ponzi was winning that fight against Kevin Holland? That fight was really close before he got knocked out. Like it was at least 1-1, right? Because that leg kicks in that first round, I feel like he was beating up Holland a little bit. The second round was really close.
Ponzi always starts good though, and then he just fades. But not in the Morono fight. He got lucky with that punch. I'll say
that was crazy. And then it happened to him the next fight.
Yep. Our guy Parsa said, Bilal by submission, first round. Remember my name. I will if that happens.
There's no way.
I take.
Let's go.
Bilal is going to submit in the first round, possibly to the world champion black belt jiu-jitsu player.
Yep. Bunny said, regional Although it was regional talent, I liked Bedoya's striking, saw potential. Keep him in mind on his second fight as a lock win. He does have decent striking, but he gets hit too much. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, he should just have an easier fight. This don't make sense, dude. Chaos is like, fringe top 15 middle or welterweight. Like, give this kid a chance.
Yeah. Brokebet said Chaos looked bigger at the ceremonials, and Bedoya isn't cutting that much weight either. That's always a good sign. Just took Williams inside the distance. That's a good bet.
It's a good bet.
Usually that's the knockout prop I've been seeing in minus 135. I like that. Just in case he gets a weird guillotine or something.
Yeah.
Odds makers saw that Chaos doesn't throw a lot of volume, but he lands bombs. Karan, what's up? He said, Dober or Frivola? We will get to there very shortly.
What do we got?
Stick around. Stick around. We got you. Herb Dean. What's up, Herb Dean? Said, who's a harder fight for the winner of Colby and Leon? Leon. Bilal or Gilbert? I would say Gilbert.
I think it depends who wins that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, because like with the Gilbert,
that's true.
If Colby wins, I think Gilbert's a way tougher fight because like Colby's not gonna be able to take Gilbert down and hold him down. Now you got to strike with him, and then Gilbert throws bombs. Like I just don't like Bilal striking.
It's because Gilbert is more well-rounded everywhere, and he's dangerous everywhere too.
But I think these dudes can take Bilal down too. Like I think Colby could actually take Bilal down over.
I definitely agree with that.
I think both Colby or Leon would beat either Bilal or Gilbert.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Gilbert and Colby would be a really, really good fight. I mean, Gilbert and Leon would be a really good fight too, to be honest. So would Bilal, but I don't like Bilal's striking, and he's just like above average everywhere and not like great anywhere. And these other
dudes, for his cardio.
Yeah, but he ain't out cardio on Colby though.
No.
So. But I want to see. At least we got some new fresh blood. Usman was just beating ass for a lot of years, so at least it's cool to have this. And then you got Shavkat coming in the mix.
Yeah. Dude, Shavkat's a champion. Baez's grappling is elite, but wrestling is lacking.
Like
striking is phenomenal too.
Sicky does MMA. What's up, Sicky? Definitely check out his stuff on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Shart as well. He said, "What's up, guys? Any sneaky?" I'm making that up.
Oh, I'm like, what?
He's on everything.
Yeah, I'm on everything.
What is a sneaky under for you guys? If you can think of one.
Ribeiro under 1.5. I got a minus 120.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of obvious one. I think the sneaky one is the main event under because you got 4.5 rounds to work with and it's plus 130.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I'm going to go with Rodriguez and Jandiroba under. Sneaky.
Decent.
Yeah, that's a real sneaky one.
Sneaky.
Jeez, yeah. I think the main event under is probably the sneakiest one, but because the obvious under is Chaos Williams.
I mean, I like the under in the Burns Muhammad fight because I think Burns second round left hook.
Yep. Punchless MMA. What's up, Dale? He said, "What's up, boys? Thanks for coming out. Check out him on. He's at the fights as well." So
I just retweeted. He just got a picture with Drew Dober. I just retweeted it.
Hell yeah! Have a great time, Dale. That's awesome.
And check out Dale's channel because we're going to be interviewing Drew Dober. I'll be on his show with him, interviewing Drew Dober on Tuesday.
Nice.
Oh yeah, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, definitely subscribe to Punchlist MMA. Go on Instagram. Not Instagram, Twitter. He doesn't do Instagram. He's got
so much on Twitter. Drew Dober tonight. He's got so much on it. He's going to be live. That's awesome.
Punchlist is like a real pro at this, though, man. As far as like a radio host, like he's like a true professional.
I love doing shows with him. I think it's good.
Yeah, it's great.
Dude, I hope he wins. I'm going to be rooting for Dober because how much he got? Like 20 units or something, right?
He said a lot, like 28, I think he said.
Yeah, that's
dude. He could like wire a village in
let's go.
wherever Kennedy and Zetriku is from, but he's putting it all on Dober.
Yes. WW said, "Did y'all see the video of Bilal's ankle? He was limping off during the face-offs too. I did see that. Yeah. It's a little worrisome.
I feel bad for him too. It hurts my heart.
If you're on the Bilal side,
really hurts my heart. I hope Burns gets him in a freaking ankle lock, foot hold, toe hold right off the bat. Right off the bat.
Herb Dean loves Tyler's blue eyes. They are very blue.
That's true.
Baby blues. Okay.
Ooh, okay. Look at that. I got these great brown eyes. You can tell.
Looks great, man. Looks great.
They're
like
so
90
dark you can't even tell.
It's like 90% of the population, Johnny. Come on, man.
I know. I got
Yeah,
nothing.
how
Like I said,
original,
the only thing
dude.
I got is speed and quickness. That's about it.
He's like, I don't got the eye
I'm gonna
card, but I
race
can run.
Braxton, dude. I'm gonna race him. I'm gonna find him.
You
I'm
better
gonna
be.
race him.
I hope
Let me
you
get in on
stretch
this. I
out.
bet I'm
You
faster than
know
all
what?
y'all.
I
You
think
probably
Johnny,
are, but
hope
I
you
will
work
beat
out and
Braxton.
stretch, Johnny. I hope you stretch.
Oh, I
Johnny,
will.
'cause
I'm 38 years old. I'm ready to rock. Let's go.
blow them ankles out. What's going to happen? Your Achilles.
38,
gone.
huh? Parker Porter's age, the prime age of 38.
I'm taking Parker Porter in a race over Johnny.
You
40
are
yard
high,
dash.
sir. You will lose. You will lose
Depends
that bet
depends what the
100%.
distance is.
Dude,
Parker, he's a bit.
I am not
fast,
even
big man,
close
though.
to 265 pounds.
But he's
There's
got
no
he's
way.
got a good. They say he's got a good gait though. Parker Porter's got a good gait, man.
Oh, are we talking ponies or what?
We're talking 40-yard dash, Johnny. He's an athlete.
That's about it. I can't run a mile, but I can run
Like, I
40
got him
yards.
in the 40.
What if there was like a cold rack of like Miller at the end of it or Bud?
There he
I'm
goes.
getting there first. Trust
12
me.
pack bottles.
Cheers, sir.
So a bottle of Blanton's, some Eagle Rare.
Oh,
Eagle.
okay. Blanton's, yeah.
Whatever
I'll
there.
step it up a notch. I'm gonna have some Blanton's tonight just because of the Kentucky Derby. Let's see. Herb said, which fight would you be most surprised to see go the distance? Porter, Chaos, Ribeiro, or something else?
For Barrio, for sure.
Porter.
Ribeiro's
That
not
would
going.
be, yeah.
I mean, like I
Okay.
agreed with your take that Porter could win this by decision, but I would still be shocked if that fight went.
I would be shocked too. Those two for
I
sure.
would say Ribeiro.
There's no way Ribeiro gets a decision.
That's what I feel. Both guys have finished all their opponents, and they both, but like,
You guys are giving Joseph
never
Holmes
know.
too much credit, dude.
who?
Holmes is getting
Joseph-
slept in the
Joseph-
first.
Yeah, I'm giving.
Joseph
Yeah, Holmes he's getting none of the credit, but he could get a submission or something. He's got
Dude,
decent striking.
And
Like,
another
he
thing
was
too,
actually-
Holmes slows the F down
Yeah.
after the first round, dude.
Jamie Pickett.
It could be
gassed him in one round.
Jamie effing Pickett. We forgot to even mention that. There you go. I thought you didn't have to break it down any farther
Those are
than
the
that.
facts, man.
You have to imagine that Bilal knows where Gilbert is going to be strong. Well, also, think it the other way around as well. Leon will beat
Bilal.
Colby and defend against Bilal and win that too.
That's debatable.
Okay.
I think
Debatable
Kobe
as well.
pushes him up against that fence, and Lance he does what Usman did to him in the first fight, maybe.
Yeah. Patty, make sure you ask Dober about the growths in his knees,
Okay,
or whatever that means.
I'll write it down.
Ron,
Let's
a
go.
quiet killer. Jourdain better
Yes.
not try grappling. Oh, I
Dude,
don't
I
think
can't
he's
wait to
going
talk about that fight, bro. I could talk all day on
Okay.
that fight.
Let's go, SK.
28 units on Dober, guys.
28.
If you have a confident, if you need a confident pick, this guy Dale knows Drew Dober fights. 28
Balls
units on him.
on the
Throw
table.
money
Is that your
on.
biggest bet ever? Punch list, like as far as on one fight, like
I think the biggest units I've ever thrown on a fight is like 4.
he
And
hit
that was
big
Charles
though.
Oliveira, and I lost.
on that Bobby Green one. He hit big. He had a lot of. I think
Mhm.
10 or 14 units or something, all spread over a bunch of different bets. And his units are
I know.
$10,000 a piece.
You just
too, so
imagine everybody playing calmly, and then Dale steps to the table and pushes all the chips in.
all of them.
Pushes all the chips in.
The best on the Fan Companion was like, and then we're like, what happened?
Wait,
Oh.
Dale, you okay? I looked, dude. He was
Oh.
doing the splits. I go, why is Dale doing the
Like,
fucking
I
splits?
know.
Then Bobby Green goes to sleep. I go, I didn't think Dale could do the splits, and I didn't think Dober
It was
could
so
knock him out. Kill him out.
Let's see. All right, we'll move on up
Cashed
here.
on that
Reaper,
too,
what's
Dober
up,
by
Reaper?
knockout.
Fuck yeah.
So the winner
Dober by
between
knockout,
Porter
I would
and
think.
Braxton fights Jones. I think Porter deserves his long-awaited rematch with the GOAT. No way, dude.
Sticky,
true.
Totally agree.
Sticky. Can you imagine the dirty things that Jones should take both of them at once with a hand time behind his back?
Probably.
Him versus Braxton. He could fight Braxton and Porter. Just using the
There it
long
is.
knees, push him back. Bam.
Dale's biggest bet ever, all tracked, will live or die tonight.
I'm rooting for you tonight, Dale. I'm rooting for you for real, bro.
Hell yeah. All right, next one we got is going to be Devin Clark versus Kennedy. Let's start it out. I don't remember who went first. Tyler.
Yeah, okay. So I'm on the Kennedy Nzechukwu side. I think that's how you say that.
Okay.
But I'm on
Close enough.
Nzechukwu's side. Probably gets a late finish. I'm going to say third round. But I'm not – I've actually left this one off my slips. I was going to put Kennedy in a long shot parlay, but last minute I took him out before placing it. So not very confident.
Right on. Cody, who do you like?
Yeah, just like Tyler, man. I like Kennedy just because he's to me a little more proven. But dude, like Devin Clark can come in and fight a good fight, and then Devin Clark come in and fight a bad fight. So I'm just staying away from it because I've seen Kennedy get pushed up against the cage and taken down by a dude like Danilo Marquez, and that he won the first 2 rounds clearly. And if he didn't gas out in the third, Kennedy would have lost. With Devin Clark's like cardio is never usually that bad. You know what I mean? Like unless he takes a shit ton of damage, and then he'll lay on the ground on his back and let somebody be on top of him and beat him like Kutalaba. That's the way they went to decision. It wasn't because like it was just because freaking Kutalaba beat the shit out of him, knocked his teeth in, and then fucking he just accepted being on the bottom. But in this one, dude, I'm gonna have to go with Kennedy in the 3rd round, man. That's just kind of what he does. Devin Clark's gonna push him up against the cage and stuff. But man, like I said, I'm gonna stay away because in my mind I do see a path to victory for Devin Clark. But because dude, Kennedy's just never like in a hurry. He's been looking better in these last 2 fights though, against Kutalaba and Carl Robertson, with putting a little more pressure on, even wrestling Robertson. So give me Kennedy 3rd round finish, but no confidence in this fight.
Okay. Patty, who do you like here?
Yeah, I mean, the way I see it playing out, I think Kennedy can get the job done. That's the side I settled on. But at a minus 190, if you're on the Kennedy side, bet that after round 1. Like if you have access to live betting, because we all know, like Cody just said it, he starts so slow. He's never gotten a round 1 stoppage at the UFC level. He did on the Contender Series. After that, it's always rallying back in round 2, round 3 a couple times. He's always half asleep, and you don't know. He might get knocked out in round 1. You have no idea, like the Dow and Jung fight. So wait until after round 1. You'll get a better line on him, maybe closer to even money. He can go on there and start putting the volume on Devin Clark. But I could see a world where Devin Clark would have to cage stall, have to push him against the clinch, get him to the mat, and control for the majority of 3 rounds. So that is a possibility. So it's either the late round props for Kennedy live, or it's the Clark by decision. But I'm taking the Kennedy side. I think his long weapons are too much.
Damn it. Well, I was going to ask if you want to do a shoey bet, but if you're on the Kennedy side, probably not.
With Kennedy.
It's a terrible fight.
I'm on the Kennedy side as well. I'm a little bit more confident, I guess, than you guys. I think he wins this one either in a 2nd or 3rd round, like you guys said. The 1st round, he always is a little bit of a slow starter. If you have DraftKings and you do a same game parlay, you can do Kennedy money line in like over 4.5 minutes. That gets you plus money. So look at, if you want to get plus money on Kennedy, you can do it that way. I do have that bet on the side, a small little fun bet. But give me Kennedy again. I'm going to say like 2nd or 3rd round knockout. I think he's going to get it done there. Devin Clark, I think eventually he's not going to be able to get him taken down like all 3 rounds. There's just no way. And then he's going to get a little tired, and I think Kennedy's going to exploit him on the feet. So
I said the same damn thing last time about Dao and Jung, though, too. That's what sucks, because I thought Dao and Jung was just going to beat him up, and he kind of did the same damn thing. That's what's scary about it. But
the last couple fights, Kennedy leveled up.
Who's got any? Yeah, but he's leveling up against Carl Robertson and Kuta. Does anybody got any bets on this? Did you guys say? What do you got, Johnny? Which one?
I just have that fun little same game parlay.
You bet that one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that Kennedy.
And then I also did have Kennedy in a parlay as well, which got ruined by the Santos fight. They had Santos and Kennedy. So now it's just Kennedy. But you know what? I'm going to let it ride, because last time I cashed out on 2 freaking bets and I lost. I would have won, and I lost the bet that I made because I cashed out both of them. So I'm just going to keep them.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what the chat says. SK said, biggest bet I ever did on MMA was 30 units on Olberg to beat Tafan. Wow. Olberg was an underdog in that fight, too. Very good day.
That was a good
bet. And he hit him with a jab. That's a nice jab knockout.
I know.
Look, bro, Olberg throws just a quick left jab and then a jab hook. That's what he did. Dude, he must be left-handed and then fights out of the right-hand stance, because his left hand is so powerful. I was just watching all his fights. What he hit to
I like him.
I
like him next week too for a parlay piece.
A whole bunch. Ihor.
Bilal went from plus 110 to 125 on Bet Online, since the ankle pick would be crazy if there's no truth to it.
I would believe that the ankle pick could be edited, but the way he walked up to the thing for the ceremonial weigh-ins, dude, you could tell that he was and it was that exact ankle, and he was walking weird, and even put that one up on the scale first off, freaking weird.
You can tell he definitely. I don't want to say definitely, but it looked like he at least tweaked it a bit. It might not be
his head
like
is so
crazy,
big,
but
Because I'm sure Burns' head isn't small, but dude, Bilal's head is fucking 2 times bigger than his head. 2 times bigger. It's not even like a little bigger. Like Cejudo, I want to see Cejudo and Bilal's head next to each other, but for their body types, they both got them. But that's what you want for war. If you're out there fighting, dude, you better have you want a big old noggin with some bunch of bone.
You see Dave say Kennedy is huge. There's no way he's getting taken down. We'll lose first round as usual. So live bet this one. Yeah, I agree.
Good point.
He's very hard to get taken down too. He's very long, and I don't know. I'm just not impressed with Devin Clark. I don't care. I'll say it. I'm not. Kennedy second round knockout.
I just lost when he fucking did that shit to Menafield too. But Menafield slows down too, so.
Devin will have to show crazy cardio and heart. He won't be able to hold Kennedy down for long. We'll need to keep clinching and shooting, eat some shots. Yeah. And, out of his, what? How many losses does he have?
Who?
Let me look.
Clark.
He's got 7, finished 6 times.
Yeah. So
he's
I don't
almost
know,
50-50.
man.
His only loss he didn't get finished was by Kutalaba. Like, who the hell would have thought that,
True, right?
He did have to swallow his teeth to get it there.
Minus Jonathan Dwight Goat Bone Jones, the loving husband.
Sicky.
I love you, Sicky.
I think
the greatest, man.
He's great.
I think Bilal was joking, pretending to be overweight and hurt. He's doing a really good acting job.
The high fight IQ, man. The high fight IQ comes with that giant
beforehand.
And the 4D, 5D chess there.
Yeah, this is chess, not checkers, boys.
Yep. Devin Clark is doing better than expected, winning his last few fights unexpectedly. I don't know, but Kennedy's doing better.
Been in Colorado. He's been at Team Elevation.
Yeah, he did change. His dad ain't in his corner no more, I don't think, too. Yelling, which is a good motivator, but kind of.
It's true. Oh, and also that didn't we bring up in the chat last time that Kennedy's mom recently passed away?
Yeah.
So that's something you can think about as well. There's going to be a lot of motivation there. I know I would.
That's true.
Especially to get that win, you know what I mean? There's no way. Okay, let me look at this before we go on. Dober, Bilal, Cejudo, Big Head Parlay. I'm on Burns.
Yeah, dude, true that.
Funny, actually.
But take out Bilal because
Mount Rushmore parlay.
Yeah.
Next one we got is going to be Drew Dober versus Matt Frivola. I'm going to say Patty start this one.
Yeah, I'm big on Drew Dober in this spot, man. He's actually Dale brought this to my attention when he was on my show this past week. I had no idea that with a knockout win in this fight, Drew Dober will be the division leader in knockouts with I think 9. Cool. So the guy is, I mean, we know he's powerful, we know he's durable. It's a great combination. Muay Thai fighter. If any kryptonite he has, it's of course the grappling and the wrestling. Of course, as a Muay Thai guy. Matt Frivola is a guy who gets into firefights here, man, and I really do think that the fact that Drew Dober is a bit hittable early on in the fight. I think Matt Frivola might feel like he landed flush early on, get into that firefight game plan, and get himself knocked out. Because you go toe to toe in the pocket with Dober, man. There's going to be one person that's going to fall. It's going to be Frivola, who has been proven to be a little bit chinny. So we got one guy with knockout power, one of the best in the division, durable, the guy who likes to get into firefights, and Frivola, a little bit chinny. Dude, give me Drew Dober all day in this spot. I got 2 units on him at minus 210. So that's where I'm rocking with that one. But I think that if you're on the opposite side, I saw the prop for Matt Frivola by decision or submission was a pretty good price. So I would like that one too, because again, with the durable guy, you're not going to knock him out. So what's the next spot? Jumping for a guillotine, rocking him, and then jumping on to submission. I could see that path for Frivola.
Yep. Cody, who do you like here?
Man, another tough fight I stayed away from. I'm picking Drew Dober, 3rd round or decision, but I'm just staying away because I just had bad flashbacks when I bet Jalen Turner pretty big against Matt Frivola a couple of years, and he actually wrestled and he showed a good chin. In my mind, when I remembered it where Frivola just kind of beat up Jalen Turner, took him down and beat him up the whole time. But when I rewatched that fight, Turner hit him with some big knees and different stuff. Dude hit him with some big shots. He survived it and just kept wrestling. He's got good cardio and good toughness. So that kept me away from betting him this fight, just in case he does come out and do that to Dober, because Brad Riddell landed 5 takedowns on Dober and beat him. You know what I mean? And if he can do that, then Matt Frivola definitely can do that. So, but I'm taking Dober. I think he is going to win because I don't think Frivola is going to wrestle like that. But like I said, I get bad flashbacks because I bet Turner big in that fight. And if Frivola does come out and do that, he has a good chance of winning this fight because he looked a little bigger, you know, not like too much taller or nothing, but he looked a little bigger than Dober. And that's going to be good if he's trying to wrestle. And like Dober, he could have 10, 11, 12 knockouts if it wasn't for his grappling because he had Beneil Dariush hurt really, really bad when they fought, but Beneil was able to survive, take him down and choke him out, and a couple other fights. But give me Dober by 3rd round or decision because I like the momentum he's got, but Frivola's got momentum. Like Frivola's not a bad fighter. Like he's really a good fighter. And if he doesn't get knocked out, this is going to be a dog fight for 3 rounds. So give me Dober, but not as much confidence as everybody else has.
Okay. Tyler, who do you like?
I'm big on the Dober side. I got 6 units on him total, 4 straight, nice. 2 in a parlay. So back when Dober was training at a place called Mid-America Martial Arts, my coach trained there for a bit, my old MMA coach, and he, in Muay Thai sparring, caught a knee to the chest from Dober, and his chest hurt for the better part of a year after that, and it was not even like full. It was just like in sparring. So Dober hits like a freight train. That's the reason he has that record, tied that record for most knockouts. I think he's going to put Frivola to sleep. I've got so much confidence in him. In fact, I've got almost as much confidence in that as the fact that I think that the Ribeiro fight doesn't go to decision. So super confident. Dober gets it done.
Tyler, isn't that interesting? Like when you train and you see these guys that aren't even like the championship level or the top 5, like any guy that makes it to the UFC level, even by today's standards, they're like the baddest man in any gym, any town where they came from. Like, it's crazy. Like my guy, Nick Aguilar, who used to be in the UFC way back in the day, he was in the UFC one time, fought Eve Edwards, got knocked out. To this day, like the guy's got a bad back, a bad neck. If he even just like, I have mitts on, it's just his bare hands. Like it hurts. Like it's
dude, yeah.
And he's like so far past his prime, just made of something different.
I agree. I've been in the gym with some of those guys like that. Definitely. It's just like, man, it's the different levels. It's crazy. People don't realize it when they're like watching on TV and they're like, oh, he sucks, whatever, he's trash.
Yeah, like that guy, that trash can is the baddest man where he's from.
Exactly, dude, exactly.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with everybody here. I'm gonna go with Dober. I'm pretty confident he wins this one. I do think he's gonna get a knockout in the 2nd or 3rd round. Frivola, like Cody said, he's not a bad fighter or anything, but he just seems to always go in those firefights. And this is not the fight to do that. And I think that's just his style. He can't get away from doing that. He might do okay in the 1st round and maybe shoot a takedown and try. But I think after maybe he doesn't have a lot of success, he doesn't know what else to do. That's his, usual game plan in a lot of his fights. So that's what he's going to try to do in the 2nd round. And I think Dober's going to catch him. And so give me Dober by knockout. I have him just a straight bet. It was parlayed with somebody that got canceled. I think it was Evloev. That's what it was. The first with Bryce Mitchell. So I had that in the parlay. So now it's a single bet, 1.5 units. And I think it's going to be a knockout, probably 2nd or 3rd round.
Just to circle back real fast, when I mentioned like the contrarian side, Matt Frivola by submission or decision on Bovada plus 425. So I stuck that in a round robin. Sometimes I cover my ass lately with like, if I'm heavy on money lines, I'll have like just like a round robin of like, what's the worst case if all of my money lines fail? Let's make a round robin for like $50 on that, So
right.
That's part of that. But plus 425 for Frivola's win conditions, not bad.
Yeah. You just have to fight a perfect fight for 15 minutes and literally try for takedowns the whole fight. That's how he wins.
He has to fight smart, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if he can. We'll have to see it.
I think Dev's heavy on him. Dev's got him as a lock.
Yep, Dev's in the house here. Definitely check out.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll get down there. Definitely check out Dev on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube as well. He does great stuff on every card, every MMA event possible you can think of. Definitely check him out. Netix, I think Burns and Bilal is going to be so interesting. Bilal coming in from Ramadan. His mind is the clearest it'll ever be. And Gilbert, such a tank and skill fighter. It's time for war. Yeah, it's going to be a really good fight. Gilbert eats nails for his training camp. I can see that. Tyler's eyes are like a glacial lake glistening in the morning sun. That's so
appreciate
nice.
that.
That's like a romantic Hallmark card. I might have to write that down.
That's pretty good.
That was on the steamroller. It's gonna be a dog fight for 3 rounds. Lock. $50 parlay if I hit next week on your show. Money train. There we go. Let's see. The Frivola has 2 ways to win, even though he has relied on his hands lately. In his hometown, he gets the W. All he has to do is make it to decision. I mean, that's even asking a lot, though. That's asking a lot.
Pretty tough ask.
It's a tough ask, but I get what you're saying, though. But it's very tough. Let's see. To this day, Dante Wilder.
To this day.
138. Sound like he knows the future. There you go.
Ask my magic 8-ball.
Just a bad matchup for Frivola. I think so as well. Just his style is Dober's bread and butter, basically.
I think if Dober had like legit takedown defense, it would be a good style matchup. It's only good style matchup, I think, if he stands and bangs with it.
Do you want to switch your pick, Cody?
No, but it's just worrisome. It's worrisome to me.
But let's ponder that for a second, though, because I thought about this. Like, I'm still confident in Dober, even if Frivola goes for takedown. Do you think he can stifle him for 3 rounds on the ground? Like Dober can't get up?
Do enough of mixing it in. I mean, he's got good jiu-jitsu with Matt Serra and then, but I think that he can hold him down a little bit. And then I think that it could just wear on him, take some of the sting out of Dober's punches, because that's what happened to Dober in the fight with Brad Riddell. Like he dropped Riddell in the first round, and Riddell was able to wrestle a little bit and get his wits about him. By the second round, Dober slowed down a little bit, and Riddell just like took over.
He was like also teeing off kickboxing range on for Dober as well.
Yeah. So I mean, but Frivola's got good power in his hand. I mean, I don't know. We don't write off. And honestly, if I didn't bet him, and when he did that shit to Jalen Turner, who I'm really high on too, I would be all over Dober and just be like, he's going to knock him out. But I just get that thing in the back of my head, like, stay away.
I mean, I'm not saying Frivola has 0 chances to win, but he's not like a Bedoya against Chaos or anything like that. You know what I mean? But I just think this stylistically, I don't know.
I'm rooting
just
for
the way
Dober, though, just so everybody knows. I am rooting for Dober to win. I want him to win.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, no,
I'm sure you want to stick with that.
Yeah, no, Dober. Dober third round decision.
All right, guys. We're going to go into the main card. We have about 60 people in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us and everything. And if you haven't subscribed to any of these guys, all the links are below in the description. So definitely check them out. Hit subscribe, hit the like button as well while you're doing that. And we will move on to the main card.
Get me and Patrick up to 1,000, guys. Come on.
Yes, both of these guys. If we got 60 people in here and you guys aren't subscribed to Patrick and 138 MMA, you guys could literally go put them over 1,000 right now. So if you're not subscribed to them, hit them links, man, and subscribe, and then come back to the show. Do that for them. It's really important.
Yeah, don't leave us. We're still gonna be here, but you can leave for like 20 seconds and come back real quick.
I appreciate it. You know the way back. You know where we'll be. You know where we'll be.
We're here. We're here. All right, we're gonna.
And Tyler, just one more thing. Just congrats on making it this far, man. Like, I've never once counted the subscribers. Like, I'm surprised it's even gotten this far personally. Like, I love all of you guys so much. It's so much fun providing the content.
You guys do good stuff, and you deserve it, dude. You put in the work. You know your stuff. You both deserve it, man. Can't wait to see you guys.
Keep grinding.
Even though it sucks, because when I watch your videos, I'm gonna have to watch ads. But
just get YouTube Premium, dude. What's your deal?
Right? Oh shoot,
that's a must. That's what I have.
There should be a tax write-off.
Is it? I might have to get that.
If you're on YouTube as like a creator, you should be able to write that off in your taxes. According to my accountant, I can.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna do it.
I'll look at that too.
There you go.
Dropping knowledge. I'll take that.
All right. We're gonna do Gracie versus Charles Jourdain. Cody, you can start this one off.
Yeah, man. Like I said on Instagram, dude, I got $240 on the DNA of Hicks and Gracie. I don't care. Charles Jourdain's not good. There's so much that goes into this. Granted, there's time off. Like Crown has had 3.5 years off. But the problem is everybody is basing what Crown's capable on what he did against Cub Swanson. Dude, Cub Swanson, there's no way nobody in MMA should come in 4 years ago when Cub Swanson was still in his prime at 5-0 and fight him. He's literally one of the best featherweights ever, dude. Well-rounded, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and striking. So Crown really didn't have too much of a chance. He didn't even try to wrestle because I think he knew he couldn't take Cub down. They already had a BJJ match together. But dude, Kron's good. Like if you watch him take out Alex Caceres, who I think's better than Charles Jourdain, he took him out easy. It takes one mistake. Well, Cub Swanson was good enough to not make that mistake. Good enough footwork, moved around the cage, did everything. Charles Jourdain's not, dude. He has terrible fight IQ. That's why he's 4-5 in the UFC. And it's not like he's getting beat by straight murderers every time. He just doesn't have the best fight IQ. Watching like Shane Burgos and other people, Culibao had a little bit of grappling success against him. Everybody's took him down. Marcelo Rojo, who is the striking coach in Mexico at Brandon Moreno's old camp, he's a striking coach, took Jourdain down 2 times, right? He had Jourdain beat 2 rounds to nothing, and then he gasses out like he always does and got finished in the 3rd like Rojo always does. But dude, I think Kron can land a takedown and put some jiu-jitsu on Jourdain, or I think Jourdain could overkick. He always does this crazy spinning shit, crazy, all this stuff. And it's going to go to the ground at one point. I see a rear naked choke for Kron Gracie, dude. And I bet him at plus 155. I put 2.4 units to win like 3.75. And I think he gets it done. I'm not high on Charles Jourdain at all. And I think that you can't base Kron Gracie's skills and stuff off what he did with Cub 4 years ago. He looked like he was in great shape. You know that he's been training hard to get better at wrestling and striking in these 3.5 years. It's not like he's the type of dude to go take it off. Another big thing I seen when I was going through his Instagram is that he was a vegan when he fought Cub Swanson and them, and now he eats meat. Like he has pictures of him like shooting elk and shit. And he's like, I'm gonna start eating meat because now I know where it comes from, the process and this stuff. So I think that he can beat Jourdain. I think he can beat Jourdain, dude. So give me Kron Gracie, the DNA of Hickson Gracie.
Right on. Tyler, who do you like here?
So this is kind of a weird matchup for the fact that it's both guys are completely outmatched in the other guy's strength, because Jourdain obviously is the far better striker. It's not going to be close. But Gracie's the far better grappler. It's not going to be close. The reason I'm taking Gracie is simply because we've seen Jourdain get taken down by people that aren't the best at takedowns. And Jourdain's he seems to more want to have a fun fight than to actually win a fight, which I love it from a fan standpoint, but I can't pick him to win over a guy that's probably going to just seek that finish immediately when it hits the mat. There's plenty of guys that aren't high-level wrestlers that have been able to take Jourdain down, so I'm going to take Gracie. But if he gets stuck on the feet, the dude's a sitting duck, because Jourdain's a good striker and Gracie's just not. I know he's been working on his striking, but he's just not a good striker in comparison to Jourdain. But I do think Gracie wins.
Let's go.
Okay. Maddie, who do you like here?
I'm probably more excited for this fight than any other fight on the entire card. This is a monumental fight for mixed martial arts, just because Kron Gracie comes from the best family in martial arts, period, bar none. I mean, this guy's uncle is Royce Gracie, and Royce Gracie he didn't even hold a candle to Kron Gracie's dad, Hickson. You know, so I mean, this kid was raised in an area where, like, say somebody wants to challenge somebody. Say I went to 9-round MMA right now, like somebody went in and I said, hey, Tyler, I don't think kickboxing works. I think powerlifting is the best martial art. And he would have to stop his class and fight me, like, in a no holds barred competition. That's the environment that Kron Gracie was raised around. So he's ready for a fight. He's not scared of anything. Spiritually, mentally, he's strong. Cardio, he's strong. I think his striking is actually decent, like we saw with the Cub Swanson fight. So
yeah, it wasn't terrible.
Yeah, the time off is obviously a big factor when you're betting on somebody. That being said, I do have 1 unit on Kron Gracie at plus 165, 0.25 units on his submission at plus 270, and I just think that you're not going to see a bigger disparity in skills than in this fight. Like Gracie's jiu-jitsu versus Charles Jourdain's, there's no bigger disparity than that. So you have to like bet that method. Like,
is Jourdain striking better than Cub Swanson's? Like, he's got good striking, but is it better than what Cub Swanson's was? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That I don't know, but yeah, he makes so many risky moves and flying attacks and spinning attacks that Gracie can grab his back. He can jump from a standing position. He can dive on a leg.
Let's go. You know, I'm glad, dude. All 3 of us. So who are you on, Johnny? All 3 of us is on Kron. Oh, this guy.
I will say this. This was one of the fights where I just didn't want to pick a winner, because I don't trust either of these guys. I'm not going to trust a guy who hasn't fought in MMA in like 3.5 years, and I don't trust Jourdain, who can get taken down over 20 times in the UFC.
Yes.
I ended up going because this is one of my things. I don't like when fighters take long layoffs and come back. I'm picking Jourdain, not confident whatsoever. So my pick literally does not mean anything in this round table. You guys are so confident, and I can see it, but I can also see it to where maybe Crone looks good in the first round and maybe takes us back for 4.5 minutes. Second round hits, maybe he's gassed a little bit. We don't know. There's so many question marks. And then Jourdain takes over in the striking because Jourdain's going to have the better striking. So I'll say Jourdain wins. I'm going to say by decision because Jourdain doesn't really finish a lot of people, even though he's like super crazy in there and he yells at people, but he doesn't finish them. So give me him by decision. Staying away. 100%.
Jourdain's the type of fighter to be winning the first 2 rounds and then 1 minute left in the third, shoot a takedown and get guillotined by Crown, dude. Like
if Jourdain shoots a takedown in this fight, he should just be cut on the spot. Don't even finish the fight. Dana White walked into the cage like, dude, this is over. You're out of here.
Back to Canada. Get back to Canada.
Shoot a takedown.
But I will say, though, like if I was going to bet it, I do like the sub prop for Gracie, though. I think that's the most likely scenario that will happen. Or if you like Jourdain, by decision. One of those two. But I'm not betting. I just don't trust it.
Yeah, the problem with this fight, as far as I see some people saying, like, because if Kron has the opportunity for a submission, it could be fast. But the Gracie jiu-jitsu method is like not rushing things, taking your time. You know, like if he had it his way, this would be like a half an hour long match, no real time limit. He could just work for position slowly and confidently. So there could be a spot where like he finally goes for a submission, it might be too late, and then so I wouldn't bet. Like I saw a lot of people on Twitter on like Gracie round 1 sub. Like I wouldn't rush it. Like he could get this at any point in the fight.
Also, did any of you guys watch some of the interviews that Gracie's been doing up to this? Like, man, they almost make you uncomfortable with how awful it is. Yeah. He's just super uncomfortable. He's very dislikable in these interviews. He's just kind of an ass.
He's always been like the rebel of the family. Like he's not a people person. You know, there's been people in the Gracie family that's like Hickson is more of just like the soldier, and that's how Kron is. Then there's guys like Henry Gracie,
Enzo.
Carlson Gracie. Those guys are like the shot callers, the matchmakers. He's not like that at all. He's kind of like a hippie. Like he likes to skateboard. Well, he liked to back in the day. He would skateboard a lot. He just like goes on long hikes now. Like he's more of like a spiritual. Just wants to teach jiu-jitsu, represent the family when he has to, and then get out. You know,
when he has to.
Yeah.
And also, too, I saw on Twitter, like, he wants to get rid of, like, the 3 rounds and 5 rounds in MMA and just do one,
absolutely.
Like, one time.
He's trained by the Diaz brothers, dude. That's what them guys believe in.
Well, like, when his dad was competing, like, that's what you do. Like a Japan Family Tudo, you'd have, like, as long as you wanted, basically, just, like, wear the guy out. And the whole Gracie method is, like, let's just have this bigger, stronger guy that might outweigh me.
Throw us around.
Yeah, and we'll just let him burn himself out. Half an hour later, I'll get the submission, you know? So, yeah.
All right, we'll move on up to the next one here since we got about a little over 20 minutes to go. We got 4 fights to go. Evloev versus Diego Lopez. We'll make this quick. I'll start this one. I'm going with Evloev. A no-brainer here. I think he's either going to get the knockout or a decision win. I have that prop in a parlay. I think it was like minus 350. I don't think he's going to be able to submit Lopez. Lopez is pretty good on the ground, so I do think it'll be a knockout or a decision win. Tyler, and then you guys can go around. I'm going to be back real quick.
Yeah, I got Evloev by decision, half unit. That's it. But I think it's pretty obvious. You can get it plus 120, I think, on most books, so it's worth it.
Yeah, man, I would think Masvidal by decision or TKO because Diego Lopez been TKO'd 2 times, never been submitted in his finished losses. So it just leaves and plus some of the shots that Evloev hit Dan Ige with, dude, his striking looked good. He hit him with a counter flying knee, like when Ige was coming in to strike and he just jumped and it hit it. I mean, and Dan Ige is as tough as they come, dude. So obviously, but if he hits Lopez with that, his hair is gonna fly. You know, his nickname on Tapology was like Karen.
Nice.
Yeah, and he looks like that. But yeah, man, I think that Evloev dominates this fight. But it could be good because Lopez put up a pretty decent fight with Brito on the Contender Series.
Brito's a bad dude.
And he is. So but short notice, all that. Give me Masvidal by decision or KO, but most likely decision.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. It's just the poor combination of Evloev having good wrestling and grappling, and then you've got Lopez who would rather jump guillotine than defend a submission and sprawl and brawl. So that's the problem. But I like Lopez's like his explosive striking movements. But even still, like you mentioned, Cody, the stand up that he's been showing Evloev has been very good. So just a mix of both. I could see why he's a massive favorite on super short notice. But yeah, I like what Tyler did was cut it down by doing the decision prop. It's like slight minus money at this point on a lot of books. I know he said he got plus money, but even doing the Evloev by submission or decision was like minus 175. That's not bad either.
Yeah, and I don't think Evloev has a single finish in the UFC, and he's had six or seven fights or something like that.
Yeah, all decision. I think his last 7.
He's had pretty tough guys for the most part, but
True.
Yeah, he's not really a finisher. Like if this is the spot he should get a finish, but why go off the script, right? If you're going to chop down a minus 1,000 with the way he's been doing it, go for it.
Yo,
exactly. Everybody go.
Everybody's on Mobstar, most likely by decision.
Okay, cool. We'll move up to the next one here because I want to make sure we have a lot of time to talk about the main event. Jessica Andrade versus Yan Xiaonan. Cody, you can start this one.
Yeah, man, I'm actually like super. I didn't bet her. I would have liked to, but she's minus like 200. But I'm pretty high on Jessica Andrade in this fight because what's a better setup than a 150 a strawweight girl that's only gonna box her? You know what I mean? Like that's what Andrade is loving to do. She's gonna have the grappling advantage here. I know people were talking about. I heard somebody talk about like Jan might be able to grapple here, but Andrade is so strong and he's got good wrestling. I've watched her throw strawweight girls around like sacks of potatoes, like Rose. She took like Claudia Bedoya down like 10 times, and she had good wrestling. But I just feel like what I really feel like is that since Andrade came in and took that fight on like 6 days notice versus Blanchfield, took the beating, I really feel like the UFC pretty much was like, who do you want to fight? And she probably went down to one. It was like, I'm going down to strawweight, and they let her pick because this is the easiest fight in the top 5, top 10 for her, period. And I just think that she's like, Jan has a crispy boxing in round 1, but she slows down as the fight goes and her movement stops, just like with Moreno Rodriguez fight. So I'm going to take Jessica Andrade by, I think she finishes her in the 3rd round, to be honest, after accumulation of damage and then just gets off on her, works the body, all that. I like her striking way better than Jan's.
Yeah, right on. Patty, who you like?
Yeah, I don't really like a side on this one just because just where the money line is at. I feel like I'm yo-yoing between, like, we had this awesome performance from Andrade earlier this year against Lauren Murphy, right? A complete murder scene. Then she goes in there on short notice, loses to Blanchfield, which, you know, probably a future title holder at some point. Yep. But now we're going to go back. Like, you want me to come and bet Jessica Andrade, who just lost her last fight, for more money. Like, I just can't get on board with that right now. I'm leading the Jan money line just because she could stick and move on the outside. She seems to be getting better. She's training at a camp where they're used to like game planning for takedown threats. But I can't back the dog here just because, like Cody was saying, just the physicality of Andrade is just something that I need to see how she is back in this part of her career at strawweight. I want to sit back and learn. If you're going to force my hand, I'll take the plus money side on here and pick Jan for the sake of it. But yeah, this is a tough, a really close matchup here.
Okay, Tyler, who you like?
I feel pretty good about Andrade here. People are kind of down on her after the Blanchfield performance, but Blanchfield is going to be the champion as soon as they just give her the fight. She'll beat Shevchenko, she'll beat Grasso, she'll beat any of them, she'll beat Santos, don't care. Blanchfield's the best, so that's what's going to happen. So, like, no shame in losing that fight. Yeah. She didn't look good in it, but, I mean, short notice and against this soon-to-be champion. So, but I think Andrade is going to probably just walk her down. I don't think that Xiaonan offers enough power to make her take a step back. So I think Andrade's going to get in there, bully her way in, land some big shots, maybe take her down or maybe just bully her up against the cage and start unloading. So Andrade probably gets the win, either a pretty one-sided decision or she gets a finish.
Loving it.
Okay. So this is another close fight. And, you know, on paper, you would think Andrade should win, and I'll be honest, I think she should. But you know what? Something in my gut tells me that Jan is going to pull this one off. I think she's going to be able to survive the first round onslaught that Jessica Andrade likes to do. She likes to try to bully her opponent, push him up against the cage, and just tee off. But I think Jan will survive. She might lose that round or whatever happens. But I think as the fight goes on, I think she's going to figure it out. She's going to just pick her apart a little bit. Like on the outside, she's going to have to. It's a bigger cage. So Andrade, we're going to have to follow her all around that big cage. And I just think Jan will be able to do it. I mean, she looked good against Marina when she was doing that. I know she kind of tuckered out a bit in the 3rd round, and Marina took over that fight. But tuckered out.
Said tuckered out.
But you know what? Give me the dog on this one. I'm just going to throw it out there. I don't have any bets on this fight whatsoever. I don't want to touch any of the sides one way or another, but my gut tells me Jan is going to miraculously, if you want to say, pull this one off, and she's going to look really good in the second and third rounds and win a close decision, maybe even a split decision.
But Andrade's got good cardio. What she hit Lauren Murphy like 292 times with significant strikes. Like and like against Rose when they had the rematch.
She's going to tuck her out though, but she's very hittable though.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, but she'd take 2 to land 1. Like she could even drop her with them body shots, and like she's up. Like Chukagian's a better striker than Jan, and she was able to take her striking and then finish her with a body shot.
Yeah, but I don't think she's as tough though. I think Jan's pretty tough on the feet. On the feet, I'm not talking about this fight gets the mat. Then it's going to be Andrade pretty much all day. So that's another thing you got to worry about too. Is Andrade going to go for takedowns? Is she going to work the ground and pound? Is she going to try to grapple? It's probably going to be her easiest path to victory. But I don't think she is. I think this fight's going to stay on the feet.
And Jan might win that first round because she is really crisp and fast in the first round, dude. And
I think she's quicker though. I think she's quicker, hands, more
accurate, straight punches. But
obviously the power is going to go to Andrade, and it's just a really close. It's going to be close. I think it's closer than a lot of people think. I think.
Yeah.
We'll move on up to the next one. We're going to do co-main event: Belal Muhammad versus Burns, and we'll do Patty. You can start this one off.
Yeah, bro, I'm really confident in Belal in this spot. I got 1.5 units on him at plus 115. I know you could have done better than that, but I got a half unit on his decision prop at plus 200, which I like more. All this stuff about his ankle coming out, it's puzzling, right? Because like the one picture they showed, of his like swollen up ankle, I don't know if that was fake or not. Because on the way, it didn't look that way. But I will say the limping around and like stepping on the scale weird. I don't know if that was like his Windy City, Chicago style pimp walk, or if that was just him. Like,
don't you dare say that! Don't you dare say that! That's an insult to me.
That's not an insult, bro. That's not an insult. Bro,
I am near Chicago. I'm not in Chicago.
I'm proud of our heritage, man. That's where we're from. That's our people's. So I think Belal in training around here, he's kind of developed that gangsterish walk. But all that aside, I don't have any information on his ankle. Just the stylistic matchup. I love his versatility. He can fight different in every fight based on the opponent. If he's facing somebody explosive early like Gilbert, he's going to skirt to the outside, counter strike, and then eventually, as the fight goes on, he might actually implement some grappling himself. But he's just so well versed. Like dangerous grappler in Sean Brady stands and strikes with him, actually finishes him by standing TKO. You got a guy like who else he fought? Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, dangerous kickboxer, takes him down, grinds him out. Like the versatility in this guy's game planning is amazing. So based on that alone, to get plus 200 on a way that he normally wins his fight by decision, I like that.
Right on. That's a good bet. Cody, who do you like?
Yeah, man, I'm not gonna pick Belal. Remember the limp Muhammad, that's for sure. I'm big on Burns, anyways. Before that, he's better everywhere. He's got better wrestling than Belal. He's got better jiu-jitsu than Belal. His striking is just as good, if not better, than Belal. He's faster and he has more power. And his cardio has never been bad. There's not a time when I'm like, damn, his cardio is completely terrible. Maybe at 155, but I can't even really think of a time. The only times he's really been beat is Dan Hooker knocking him out and then Kamaru knocking him out. Not that, but I don't really remember him gassing out too many times. I know he took a beating maybe his first fight against Michel Pajares, but he was like a young kid then, and Pajares it was like a jiu-jitsu match basically. But yeah, man, I think Gilbert Burns, even before Belal's ankle was all messed up, was going to win this fight. I just think he's better everywhere, dude. And Belal ain't going to be able to walk him down like he did Sean Brady, because Gilbert's just going to counter him with big ass shots with power. Gilbert drops people. He dropped Kamzat. He dropped Tyron Woodley. He's dropped a ton of people. Give me Burns. I'm going to say by second round finish, hits him with the check left hook, drops him, TKOs him with hammer fist, plus 1,700. That's what I
like it. I think. Did you have a bet on that, Cody?
Yeah, 0.2 units. My buddy put one in for me on the line. He got on the line for me and put it in.
Hey, Patty. I know you're on the Belal side, but do you have a bet on that as well?
You guys talked me into it right before the show started. So yeah, I got a whopping $10 on the plus 4. I got plus 1,400. So
okay,
not the best odds, but I do have that side. So if Cody's prediction is correct, I had that fear of missing out. Just that FOMO. When they asked me to put a bet in, it's like I'm a degenerate, dude.
You don't twist his arm too much.
If somebody offers a bet to place, I'm like, they must know something. I got to bet.
Yeah, I'll do it.
So Tyler and anybody in the chat, we are all on Gilbert Burns TKO in the second round because Cody wished it. He wished it. I'm going to put money down. Tyler, if you are on the Burns side, feel free to join us. And anyone in the chat, who do you like here and why?
Oh man. Okay, so I actually played both sides in this matchup because I do that a lot. People give me shit for it, but I'm about winning money. And like, if I put my bet record out there, you're like, man, this guy lost half his bets. But if you're playing both sides at plus money, you're still winning money. So I've got Burns inside the distance at plus money. I don't remember the exact line, but it was inside the distance with plus money at one point. Probably still is. And then Belal Muhammad by decision at plus money.
I don't hate that.
That's how both guys win. If I'm going to make an official pick, gosh, something tells me. The fact that Burns could not finish Masvidal scares me. So I originally this week was on Burns, but because he couldn't finish Masvidal, and I think if this goes to decision, it's probably a Muhammad win because Belal Muhammad's going to win the 5th round. I'm almost sure of that, unless his ankle's bad. And then also, I'm waiting with the book ready to go. If Belal convincingly wins the 1st round, I'm hammering the Muhammad line because no matter what it's at, because if he wins the 1st round, you know he's going to win the 5th round, and that's not a good look for Burns. But I do think Burns probably wins the early rounds and Belal turns it on later. But yeah, the official pick is officially going to be Belal Muhammad, but I'm not mega confident in it.
Do you think Belal could finish Masvidal?
No,
but Burns should have been able to finish.
I was just wondering.
I think
hear me out, and this is my conspiracy.
2 knockouts in his whole career.
Right.
This is my
and
conspiracy.
one was a standing. He couldn't even drop Brady.
Yeah. This is my conspiracy thing with that whole fight with Burns and Masvidal. Masvidal retirement fight. Burns knew it. He's in Miami. He didn't want to make him look like a fool. He won a convincing decision. Like that's enough for me. That
if that's the case, then he's soft.
He could do it.
He did pretty good job.
He's just a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
Nice then, and he's gonna lose. If he's that
he destroyed Magny. Destroyed him.
Yeah.
That's what he could have done to Masvidal. I think personally.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that if he can't finish a retiring Masvidal, that's a bad sign.
But
I'm not like saying
he couldn't finish a retiring Masvidal either. There's no way.
He's about to finish a prime Belal though. 2nd round to the chin.
Knockout.
Maybe.
Give me that money. All right. Anyways,
I've got both sides, so
I'm on Burns here as well. I think both guys are very similar as what they do. They're both well-rounded everywhere, but I just think Burns is a little bit better everywhere, like grappling. Maybe the wrestling, maybe it's even, but I think he's a better striker as well. He's got more power in his hands. He's the more dangerous guy. Belal's maybe the cardio, you can give a slight edge to Belal, but Burns doesn't have awful cardio. Like, I don't know what this whole cardio thing ever happened with Burns. Like, he does have good cardio. It may not be the best, but it's not like after a round he's done. Like, he's good for 5 rounds. But a lot of people are like, oh, Belal's is way better. It's like, I don't think it's going to play that much into it unless Burns just does something crazy where he just gasses out like in the 3rd round, maybe. Not even the 1st or 2nd.
Pace on guys.
But I don't know. I'm gonna say Burns. I'm pretty confident even before this. Well, just say the limp gate, if you want to say, whether it's true or not. I'm on Burns' side here.
Before the whole ankle thing, this is like the most good I felt about a plus money number in a while.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's a
good
line.
Now all the noise of fight day has gotten to me with this whole shit. But before that, all things aside, I haven't been this confident in underdog in a while. I just think 5 rounds really favors him.
I do agree with that. The 5 rounds does favor Belal. The only person with better cardio than Belal Muhammad in the entire UFC probably would be Colby Covington, I'd say.
What about Merab?
Okay, you're right. Merab as well. That's true. Good call. That dude's got insane cardio. Although I can't stand that dude.
That was the one guy when you say who has the best cardio. I'm like Merab.
You got a good point.
Like, immediately.
Wait, Tyler. Spoken like a true kickboxer, though. You can't stand Merab.
I can't stand Merab because he won't fight Sterling. That's the reason. That's honestly,
that does drive me insane too. That drives me insane.
Best cardio in the game's Volkanovski. That dude is savage.
That's good too.
He's got pretty good cardio. I don't know if it holds a candle to that stupid Merab.
That's
That
true.
dude just he shoots like 100 takedowns a fight.
90 takedown attempts, and like 20 of them are successful.
Yeah, he did impress the shit. He impressed me, and he impressed Peter.
Impressed me too.
That's for damn sure.
That's insane.
Yeah, Jan was like, I got nothing. If you can 50-45 Jan, shoot. That's
especially
crazy.
the way he did it.
Yeah,
I know.
That's
what is even crazier.
Takedown defense, and it just didn't look good at all there. He's actually usually got pretty good takedown defense.
Yep. All right, main event time. We got about 5 minutes. We'll make it real quick. Patty, start this one off. Sterling versus Cejudo. Who do you like here and why?
Oh, this is for me. This is an interesting one. It's kind of a contrarian take because my prediction. I think that Sterling could squeak out a victory in this fight. Betting wise, I'm off of this one, and if I were to bet a side, it would be Cejudo because I'm not going to fade an Olympian at the gold medal level, a guy who didn't get beat in his retirement fight. Like he retired on top, basically. You know, you could put an asterisk next to both of these guys' last few fights, but more on the side of Sterling. This guy is just finding a way to squeak through, holding this title around his waist, man, from DQs to split decision wins based on grappling to TJ Dillashaw's shoulder falling off. Like, my take on this fight is it's better to be lucky than to be good if you're Aljamain Sterling, and I think he does pull it off and still keeps his belt in this fight. But this is the problem, though, is I think if Aljamain wins the fight, he's going to have a very competitive, close decision win to keep the belt. But if Cejudo wins, I think he looks like a minus 300 favorite, to be honest with you. So my prediction, my crystal ball pick would be Sterling. But, man, I'm not putting my money against Cejudo in this spot. So that's where I'm at with this one. Very low confidence.
So you got Sterling as a pick, but low confidence.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
My decision?
I think, but very close decision. I could even see a split decision for Sterling the way he's been squeaking through.
Tyler, who do you think here is going to win?
So this one's tricky because of the layoff. If this was, the same Henry Cejudo from 3 years ago, Cejudo wins everywhere. Because obviously Sterling is a very high-level wrestler, don't get me wrong, but you don't get any more of a high-level wrestler than Henry Cejudo in the UFC. The dude's a gold medalist, and he was one of the youngest gold medalists ever, I think, as far as freestyle wrestling.
20 or 21.
He won. He won that what, like 08 or something like that? 06 or
08, the Beijing. Yep.
Oh yeah. So for Cejudo, I think that dude, if we get the same Cejudo, should win. But it scares me because of 3 years layoff. I'm still picking Cejudo. I think he's better. I did, right before I jumped on here, I threw a tiny bet on Cejudo to win. But I'm not mega confident in it because just because of that 3 years off or whatever.
All right, Cody, who do you like?
Well, I mean, Henry Cejudo's got some of the best fight IQ in the game, period, as a fighter or a coach. And I'm gonna definitely take the fight IQ and say that he wouldn't come back if he knew he didn't still have it. You know what I mean? He's still training with some of the best people in the world, and I think that he's smart enough to know. And I think he's like George St. Pierre here a little bit, kind of cherry picking when he came back to just fight Aljamain Sterling. He seems like one of the easier fights in that division because, like Tyler was saying, and stuff is like Aljamain's main way to win this fight is to take Cejudo down and backpack him, right? But Cejudo's got some of the best wrestling in the game. He even said that at the press conference. They were talking about like if Cejudo's like, what are you going to do to me? He's like, all you got is the backpack. You know what I mean? So he's been working on that nonstop. He's going to have better takedown defense than even Petr Yan, and Petr Yan was able to stop it for the most part in the first fight. In the second fight, he didn't, but I just think Cejudo, even if he's taken down, will be able to get out of that. And he's got some of the best wrestling. And I think he's going to use them fucking power leg kicks that he was hitting Dominic Cruz with. Dude, them things, he was throwing them so fast and hard that he didn't give a shit what he hit. Dominic Cruz was jumping over the first one. He was hitting his inside leg with it. You know what I mean? Like crazy. Like, and I just think that his striking is going to be better and his leg kick's going to be better. And he's going to be able to stop all of Aljamain's takedowns. Like I really do. Unless he trips and falls, Aljamain ain't landing a takedown on him. So, I seen a stat someone put up where Aljamain's only landed like 3 takedowns since like 2019 or some weird shit like that. But, I don't know, something weird, but just give me, I'm taking Cejudo. He's chasing greatness. I don't think he would come back knowing he's going to lose. I think he's chasing greatness. I think he wins this fight. Then he's going to fight O'Malley. If he wins that, I want to see him fight Volkanovski. Not saying he'd win, but that would be a dog fight. Because like if you watch Cejudo too, when he fought Marlon Moraes, I bet on Cejudo and he got beat up the first round. His leg kicks and all that. Second round was getting beat up a little bit when he went to his corner. Like you could see that like this corner's like, you're losing this and that. You got to do this. And he just bit down on his mouthpiece and came out and started beating the shit out of Marlon Moraes. And this was before Marlon Moraes was a gasser. Marlon Moraes became a gasser after Henry Cejudo stole his soul. So give me Henry Cejudo, dude. And I think he can make this look easy either by finish. He keeps saying finishing within 3 rounds, but it can go to decision. It can be back and forth a little bit, but give me Cejudo, dude. Like, if somebody's going to come back after 3.5 years off and win, it's going to be athlete like John Jones, Cejudo, or Crown Gracie. You know what I mean? That's the 3.
You sold me on it, dude. I wish I would have bet the house now.
It's just stats, man. It's just what I do. Nah.
Yeah.
I love Cejudo, man.
Another close, fun fight we're going to watch here, and I can go either way, but I'm just going to go with the activity factor here, which I always put in there pretty high, and I'm going to go with Sterling. Like, I'm not super confident. He's going to be the bigger fighter. That I think that's going to play a part. It's a bigger cage. I think that's going to play a part as well. I will say this though, Sterling does kind of slow down in the 4th and 5th round. It does scare me a bit, but I think he's good in the beginning. Maybe he can take the back and get a weird exchange. Like, he's really good at doing that. But Cejudo's very good. He's very good wrestling. So this is going to be a fun fight. I'm staying away betting. I was thinking about doing like maybe a Sterling money line bet at plus money, but I think I'm just going to stay away and watch this one as a fan. Very close fight though. But give me Sterling. I'll say by a close decision like Patty. What do you think?
One more fun fact is, do we know who Henry Cejudo's been training with for the last like 6 months to a year?
Demetrius Johnson, maybe?
They happen to be peaking right on the same weekend, too,
Demetrius
which is
Johnson,
crazy.
right?
Demetrius freaking Johnson, who just beat the shit out of Moraes last night. And them dudes been training, going back and forth. And I don't even know if Aljo's been training with Merab that much. Don't he need surgery or something? So
something with his hand,
surgery.
I think.
Yeah, so I mean,
yeah, Cejudo's looking good, man. He's in a good spot. Like, if this was 3 years ago, man, it would be Cejudo all day for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
If
all right, so real quick,
and it going into the main event, I might just have to be like, all right, let's put it all on Cejudo. Let's win it.
Right.
Let's go.
Yep. So real quick before we get out of here, we got 75 people. If you guys do not know any of these guys in the chat, all of their stuff is linked below. Click on their stuff, hit like and subscribe right now. Patty and 138 MMA Tyler, they are so close to 1,000 subscribers, they can taste it. So go over there and just hit subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Subscribe to them. Hit the like button. And before we go, we're going to do a show parlay that I want to play. So Tyler, give me your favorite bet. I don't care what odds they are. Maybe under minus like 400, okay?
Oh, okay. Claudio Ribeiro knockout first round.
Okay, Ribeiro.
Actually, just play Ribeiro by knockout. We don't have to go first round. We're not getting that crazy.
Okay, we'll go Ribeiro KO. Okay, Patty, favorite bet.
Yeah, Chaos Williams inside the distance for sure.
Williams.
Only because I know it's not going to be far off from his KO line.
Yeah, Cody.
Henry Cejudo.
There you go.
Dirty dog. You dirty
My
dog.
guy.
I like it.
Henry Cejudo.
Just money line, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, it's good money line already, man. Value is there.
I got a lot of choices. Let me
Chrome
look
Gracie
real
sub.
quick.
You look like a
I'm
Chrome Gracie sub by.
I'm gonna go safe and do Drew
Saeed.
Dober money line, but everyone's on Drew Dober.
There you go. Drew Dober getting it done.
That's a good.
There it is.
Money line or parlay right there, man.
Beautiful parlay. I wish I played.
So run it back. We got Drew Dober money line. We got Chaos Williams ITD. We got Ribeiro. Do you say KO?
Yep, by KO.
And Henry Cejudo.
So get this in quick because Ribeiro is going to start here in the next 5 minutes, I think.
Let's go.
All right, guys.
Show,
thank you everybody for showing up, staying in the chat.
Patty.
Yep. Tyler, go ahead and say what you're doing real quick, and then where you're at, where they can find you.
Yeah, I mean, you can find me on 138 MMA everywhere. I'm on Twitter. Obviously, I'm in YouTube. And then patreon.com/138 MMA if you want access to all of my notes, as well as some random bets that I place every now and then, but not all of them. And then also I'll do a Patreon parlay every week.
Nice.
Right on, Patty.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Patrick. I run a channel called Addicted to Combat, also at Combat Addict 1 on Twitter as well. Go to the YouTube, give me a subscribe. Love everybody over there, man. This community is great. Thanks to Johnny and Blood Money for working with me as always, and Tyler from 138 MMA. Dude, this guy is super sharp as well. His notes on the whiteboard for all of his breakdowns, super high level, well thought out picks. So go follow him as well. And good luck with all of your action, you guys.
Right on. And Cody, if you want to say something real quick.
I just want to say go follow 138, subscribe to 138 MMA and Patrick to Addicted to Combat because they're close to 1,000 and they deserve it. And they've been working hard, put in a year and a half, whatever, all this stuff. It takes a lot of work. Yeah, 8 months. It takes so much work, dude, that like people don't know. So just go give these guys a subscribe, man. It's free. And
for the ones that don't, you might not like me or my picks. I try to give enough info where if you disagree with me, at least maybe I'll put you back onto your side and more confidence there with information. And I got nice guests every week as well. I try to pick
Great
everybody.
show.
I got to have 138 on as well very soon. We'll find a spot.
Looking forward to it.
To come on.
Yep, that'd be a good show. Good.
I'm going to echo what Cody said. Definitely subscribe to Patrick at Addicted to Combat and Tyler at 138 MMA. Like, don't worry about me. I'm fine. It's all good. You can subscribe if you want. Like, I just like hanging out with everybody and talking in the chat, going over and feel like I'm just talking like to the guys like in the garage about MMA. So this is the best part about the week is going on lives with everybody and just talking MMA, giving out our bets and having fun, drinking beer. That's what we do.
Yes,
but all right, guys. Good luck everybody in the chat with their bets. Good luck with you guys on your bets as well. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with us. And yeah, about it. Take care, guys. Have fun. Watch the fights,
guys. Later, everybody.
All right, later, man. Bye.